Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pagnasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in BDC Studios, episode 32, motherfuckers. How are you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing good. We've been going hard. I feel like we've been going hard in the paint all day. This is our third podcast. From the first one, I swear to God, my tongue is still like hurting. Like,
I got a little blister on.
Yeah, I got a blister on the side of my mouth and my tongue's hurting. We've been drinking for hours now. I feel great though. We got another special guest. We got special guests here. Special episode.
Yeah, this podcast is near and dear to my heart for a couple reasons. One, it's episode 32. 32 is my favorite number. And two, we've said before, like we couldn't get some talent in. We had to scrape to the bottom of the barrel.
Indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit an all-time new low. So, Melina couldn't make it. Degenerate's busy. I don't know what Joey's doing, so I'm just fucking with you guys. I got two of my best friends here. That we've been trying to schedule this for a long fucking time. I'm so happy you guys are here. We got Chubbs and Rob. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing well.
So, a little short story, because you met Rob before, right?
Yes, a few times. Yeah.
So, this is the first time meeting Chubbs.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Me and Chubbs might have met.
It's true. Could have crossed somewhere else, but we've been friends for shit. I know I've said a couple of times on here that I worked at Applebee's, and that was forever ago. And that's how we all met. So it's something great came out of it. But none of us fucking work there anymore, obviously, and so we've all still remained friends. And we got in each other's weddings. I mean, besides Chubbs, he's not married, but he's probably the smartest one out of us all. Like, let's be honest. So it's fucking phenomenal. I know it's gonna be probably the best podcast we've put out. I know they're nervous, which is funny because we've done this more than 32 times.
Yeah.
So between the prison calls and shit like that.
Yeah.
So. It's gonna be great. We got so much to talk about.
For sure. Yeah, I just want to say welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are a little bit faded. We're a little bit faded. It should go good. Right now, it doesn't seem like we're going to label it as a drunk cast, but it could go that way. We're passing around fucking the bottle of Crown Royal. I swear did you guys just open that?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is if we do go drunk cast, this isn't episode 32 anymore. Because we always call it a drunk cast, like drunk cast 4 or whatever. Right. We always decide that before. So it's episode 32 for sure. 32. It may just sound similar to a drunk cast. Yeah. So...
It's only drunk ass if this is gone.
Yeah. It'll
be gone. We're 2.5 minutes in, and we're almost done with the whole bottle of Crown Royal. So
I think about half.
Yeah. On top of that, we still got separate drinks. I got a full bottle of Tito's water, lime. Yeah. A little Pedialyte.
Yeah, they're doing Crown Cokes and.
I got Angry Orchard.
Yeah, Angry Orchard. Hey, dude, Tower drank what was the fucking Red Apple's Wicked Cherry or something earlier. He's like, I don't give a fuck, 8% alcohol.
Yeah, he kept bringing out different beers. I'm like, shit, man.
Well, that's actually where this came from. Not where it came from, but I just came back from a big fishing trip in Utah.
Nice.
And all the beer there is 3.2 beer. And you can't even buy like Bud Light or Budweiser at or Busch Light, my choice, but you can't buy that at the liquor store. Really? If you walk in the liquor store there's no coolers. There's no nothing. It's all just like warm beer.
Fucking Mormon fucks.
Yeah. So this is the only thing I could find that looked normal, and it was like 5% or 6% alcohol, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll drink this."
Yeah, I've had a couple of them before. They're pretty good. I can't drink more than 2. I think they're pretty sweet.
But I drank a whole 6-pack on like a Wednesday night or Thursday night, and no hangover. So I'm like, "Fuck it, why not?"
So tell me again how the fucking liquor stores are set up. Like, it's hard to wrap my mind around it.
Well, so I walked in, right? Okay, so and they also like minimize it. You can only have one liquor store per every like 1,000 or people. Mm-hmm. So they minimize how many liquor stores.
Is it Utah like empty as fuck? Like, that's probably far. You know what I mean?
Well, where we were at is Provo, Utah, which is another Dunkin'.
It's like the only city in Utah.
Besides Salt Lake, right?
Oh, yeah.
Salt Lake shitty.
I'm bad at geography, but I know that because we flew into there.
Yeah.
So you walk in and it's just like those old school wooden shelves that are angled, and they got all their bottles of liquor in there, and then you walk to the beer section, and it's just beer sitting on the shelf, warm beer, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "There's no cold beer here," and he said, "No, and there's not Coke. You can't like buy a mixer." So I bought a
Just
bottle.
drink a straight mixer, Charlie?
Right. So I bought a bottle of liquor, and we ended up just taking pulls off it while we were sitting on the ice. But yeah, you couldn't buy any pop
That's
at all.
fucking weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's very weird.
Fucking backwards, man. Like I can't stand. Like we're so lucky in Nebraska because I could go anywhere and get beer.
You can go to
and
Walmart and get beer.
I go to the gas station, like the gas station down at my house. There's a gas station in the neighborhood Walmart. Either one I could go to and be like, let me get a bottle of vodka. I get a bottle of beer. All that. You go to some places like Texas was weird. You couldn't go to like a Walmart and get liquor or beer. You have to go to a liquor store. And then you got like in Pennsylvania. Last time we went to Pennsylvania, we got there on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And in restaurants and shit, you could order beer and drinks. You can't buy liquor or whatever after like a certain time. So we're like, what the fuck? Like everybody's hitting their panic button. Like, hold on. It was like 5 o'clock was the deadline. We drove to different. We could not get beer. Like we had to just be in the hotel sober. It was fucking awful.
Meanwhile, Nebraska and restaurants
torture.
on Sundays you couldn't serve alcohol until like 11:30, and they said fuck that, get rid of it.
Stupid,
so like that
because God
disappeared.
forbid we're open for a half hour before you can sell alcohol.
Right.
God, we lose out on a half hour of business.
Yeah, and anywhere in that Bible Belt, it's the same way. Oklahoma was weird out. Spent some time at Fort Sill, Lawton, Oklahoma. Like they had real weird rules. People had to drive far.
Meanwhile, you could fuck your cousin.
Yeah, you can fuck your cousin. It's fine. At the military bases, though, like Kansas had weird rules. At the military bases, 24 hours a day you could buy. They know.
They fucking. That's insane.
But
Minnesota
yeah,
same way. Minnesota, we were there. My wife's from Minnesota, and we were up there. And you walk into Walmart.
Shouts out, AB.
Shouts out, Walt. So you walk into Walmart, and then in order to get liquor, you have to walk out of Walmart, walk down to the end of the building, and then they got like a Walmart liquor store. But you can't. They don't have a door in between. So you have
you gotta walk outside.
Yeah. What if it's cold out?
It's like it just doesn't make sense. Like why it's. It's just so fucking stupid why they would have those weird ass laws. Like they're gonna get it, regardless.
Look, like I love alcohol, but alcohol fucks people up. I mean, like I need, like for me it's job security. Like alcohol probably like without alcohol, like half the car accidents, half the fires, like half the beatings that people it's because of alcohol. And people die and it fucks people up. So I think they want to control that a little bit. Like we're just lucky I think no matter what, people like anything. You want to drink? No, dude. Even when it was prohibition,
right?
People were drinking whiskey and getting fucked up. Like you're not going to stop it. So like these stupid rules, like you don't sell. The only people that get fucked when you don't sell alcohol and liquor on Sunday are people who are flying in that don't know that.
Right.
Everybody else is like, okay, Sunday's coming. I fill up my whole fucking basement full of liquor.
Right.
The people that get fucked are people from Nebraska that think you could go anywhere, get liquor, and then you're like, what the fuck is this shit? We would have brought shit. Now we gotta go to a hotel and we gotta, seriously? We gotta drink water or some bullshit? Inhumane.
It's fucking America, goddammit.
Yeah, that's America. But yeah, that's the only people that fucked. Everybody else is like, oh yeah, we can't drink liquor before noon. I'll just buy my liquor and I have enough. Or I'll stockpile, So, sorry I had to go off on a little rant there, it's happened to me a few times.
So serious. I love it. I fucking love it. Before we get any further, just so you know, we're just watching fishing videos because obviously you guys know YouTube. It's on mute in the background. We'll see where it ends up. This kid's, does that say penis on the back of his hat? Probably. Just smoke this fish. So, but you picked it, Rob, because you're really big into fishing.
It was Chubbs' idea, no.
But you got really big into fishing the past couple of years, right?
Yeah. Well, I grew up a little bit with fishing, but with my mom's, second husband, he only did river fishing. So you fucking put a pole in the water and wait for a catfish to hit it. It's kind of boring. So actually, when I started at Duncan, it was the guys at Duncan that got me hooked on like regular fishing, I think is what it is. But yeah, with like lures and casting, like you don't just sit there and wait. And ever since then, I just got hooked. One summer, I went through like 3 boats.
Pun intended.
Jesus.
When you turned over your boats, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like most normal people stuff, like they flip houses. I feel, but like he just flips like bass boats.
Oh no shit.
Oh, dude, this guy, he's like phenomenal at fucking doing shit like that. Like Craigslist, all the deals he gets and screws other people out of. Like, anytime I need a deal, I just go to him.
Allegedly.
No. Anybody listening knows.
for sure. I got a good one to tell you about too. Whether it's on here or later, but I got a good one.
Yeah.
To tell you about. It just happened.
Well, let's give him an example, because I feel like it's great.
Okay, so recent ice fishing. This season I got into ice fishing about 2 years ago.
All right.
So I've been just getting like cheap stuff, see if I make sure I like it.
That's smart. Some people go all in, and then like maybe I don't like this.
Which is usually me. But so I bought the cheap stuff, make sure I'm into it. And so this winter, I had an ice hut. I fixed it up, added some tricks to it, I guess you could say. And I had $150 wrapped up into it. I sold it for $450.
Yeah, nice.
And I took that $450 and I bought another one. And I think I bought it for like $175. Put a little bit of money into it, so I was back up to like $300-ish. So I'm already in the red here, or black, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then I bought another one. All right, that second one I bought, I added a little bit to it. I sold that one for like $750. And then I found a brand new one that's normally $900. It was on sale because it was a clearance item that they no longer make. And I got that brand new one for like $700. So I started with like $150 and boom, got a brand new set.
Dude. Shit. Yeah, that's fucking the way he just wheels and deals. Yeah. I just get lost. I'm like, just do it for me. So I think when it comes to anything, you're probably the same way.
Yeah.
Can you find me this?
Yeah. Usually how it goes.
Which is great.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's hustle.
Do you fish at all?
No.
I didn't think so.
I've done it before. I know I should. I need to get out of more. I need to do more outdoor activities.
Yeah.
I think the Army really burnt me out on just outside stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just an indoor guy, AC guy. Like, Cam likes outdoor stuff. So now I'm gonna start getting into stuff.
Right.
More stuff.
Yeah, because I know you said you want to go hunting and all that other shit. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Good shit.
But what kind of fishing you guys like to do? Other than ice fishing, are there certain parts you guys go fishing at, or certain fish you guys really like to go for?
Well, mainly with ice fishing, it's Wannahoo and Wildwood. I got Chubbs out for this first time.
It was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Had a great time, and just one time this season it wasn't enough. Fuck you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, right.
We're in like a super short season.
In the golden age of global warming.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I grew up ice fishing, but I never had maybe gone into a hut once. So, like, I see all this fancy stuff with people are, like, warm and shit. I just remember sitting out, like, with my dad, just like, this fucking sucks. I hate just being out here. But, yeah, if you can cover yourself up and stay warm while ice fishing, hell yeah.
Maybe I liked it so much, we didn't even have to do that. It was just an absolute gorgeous
day. Yeah, most of the day when it's
just
sunny.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We went out, and I have a fish finder for ice fishing. It's called a flasher.
Okay.
Different settings and everything that you can have on there. Well, I took it hole hopping, trying to get on some better fish. And as I'm away, Chubbs pulls out a fish without even having the fucking fish finder. And it was that minute I was like, oh yeah, he's hooked now. You take people out to try something they've never done, and you're worried if they're gonna like it or not like it. And I was like, fuck, is he having fun? And then I'm off doing my own thing, and then he's like, "Hey, Rob!" And he pulls out the fish. I'm like, "Motherfucker,
my man, way to go, son, way to go!"
He outfished me like 2-0, and then finally I was like, "All right, I'm done fucking around."
You found a spot and you pulled out like 4 in like a minute.
Yeah.
It was just one right after the other, literally just like that.
There's so much into it. Like I don't even know. Like I knew very, very little about it, and then just what I've heard you talk about or see in posts and shit. But it's fun, man. It's a blast.
That would be good.
We got into
fishing.
We got into it a lot. A lot of money spent on it.
Nice.
Allegedly. But I make it to where the wife doesn't see it because I buy and sell all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And then if I'm like, God damn it, I need something new, I'll like sell a couple other things off the side and then buy something else. And Will's like, where the fuck did you get this? And I'm like, nah, don't worry about it.
I just cook in the books.
Yeah. Did you see it come out of the account? Nope. All right, we're good to go.
Remember remember that T-shirt I bought like 10 weeks ago and has now paid for this mobile home?
yeah.
Remember that TV my dad bought me?
Yeah.
It's not
Fucking
paid for this house.
Dick. But yeah, you like to fucking. You've been playing drums at all? Have you set anything up?
No, I haven't set them up for a while.
Yeah, because you played. You played in high
drumming.
school.
Yeah, high school, a little bit after high school.
So, fucking, I love when you do drums. It's one of my favorite things. We'll just get hammered. We always try to get them sticks, but usually, like, if we go, like, tubing and stuff, we'll get them the bracelets that you put on for the colored bracelets.
The glow
bracelets.
Oh, yeah.
And he uses those as drums, and then he just sits in the dark, and you just see shit flying around.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. I should have brought some. Should have brought the drums, Chubbs.
He's too busy buying them now for my son. This guy shows up to the house. He's like, "Hey, I got a present for Owen," and it's a drum set that clearly says ages 2 and up.
He'll grow into
Owen's 10 months old, but he plays it. He plays it like a champ, dude. I
That's
got
awesome.
videos of him actually like playing the drums
That's
with the
good.
sticks and everything.
It's
It's
gonna be
great.
phenomenal.
So where'd you guys grow?
Travis Barker.
Yeah. Where'd you guys grow up? Where are you guys from?
I grew up at David City.
Okay. Oh, I know David City. Yeah.
Shithole town. It was nice. Nice small town. It's all right.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, it's always come to Lincoln or go to Columbus
Okay.
or something like that. But
Okay.
Or get in trouble.
I
It's
never
a
got in
small
trouble.
town. I mean, small towns is what you
I
do.
was a
You get in
good
trouble.
kid. I didn't start my trouble until I moved to Lincoln.
That's true. That happens with all of us. I didn't drink till I turned 21.
Yeah,
That's
I
where I
mean,
was.
I mean, everybody was always drinking or stuff, getting in trouble, and I didn't do any of that.
Because you
Till,
were a cool kid? Or?
Yeah, no, I wasn't. not at all. I was the outcast. Well, I was in a rock band, garage band.
Yeah, that's
That counts, man.
No, I think I drank my senior class party for a little bit, and we ended up driving half the class home.
so that's nice.
A couple of us, and then after I got to Lincoln, it just all hell broke loose.
Yes, man.
Bike cop. So we've known each other for a long time, and so we're gonna be throwing like these little jabs out and shit like that, like inside stories. So I do apologize if you don't know it. Get with it. But the one thing that we do, there's another one of us that we're really close with.
There's another one.
Yeah, and it's our buddy Dave. And so Rob you've known Dave for how long?
As soon as I went to Shelby, so fuck.
So that's where he grew up, was like Shelby,
Okay.
Nebraska.
Well, that's where I graduated. I didn't really
yeah.
grow up in Shelby, and that's where I landed after I got out of that group home. But seriously, wait, allegedly is what you guys say,
Yeah.
right?
Allegedly.
Oh, no, this is the truth. It's not going to get you in trouble. We only say it for covering our asses.
Right.
So 16 is when I met Dave, and he was an outcast skateboarder, and I kind of was a skateboarder. That's how we met. And that was the basis of our friendship. Is nobody else skated in our graduating class was 23 people.
Oh shit.
So you can imagine 2 people out of 23 skateboarded.
Yeah, right.
Everybody else was in sports, and we skateboarded. But yeah, that's how I met Dave. And then when I moved to Lincoln, I met all these fucks.
Yeah, nice.
And
Because you got fired.
I got. And you know what? I honestly look back at that situation. If I would have never got fired from Golden Corral, Gangster Charlie's.
Yeah, Gangster Charlie's. You got fired from that.
Nice.
If I would have never got fired from Gangster Charlie's, I would have never met you guys. I would have never met Ashley.
Yeah.
I would have never had Owen.
Yeah.
Like, you can obviously look back and see there's so many things that.
I love doing that, though.
Yeah.
Like, if I
Like,
would have
if
never
this
joined the
would've happened,
Army, I would have never met any of you guys. We wouldn't be doing this
Like,
podcast.
if we would have got fired that night, you took a smoothie.
Yeah.
Or made a smoothie.
Right, yeah,
Like,
it's true.
If we would have got fired that night, Owen wouldn't be here. Like, the stupidest little things. Like, you can
crazy.
obviously see that, but that is a defining moment because I know for a fact if I wouldn't have got fired from Gangster Charlie's, I would not have went to Applebee.
Yeah, it was just like right across the parking
Yeah.
lot.
No, I did. I got
right there.
fired, and then the next morning I went to Applebee's.
Was it just because it was right there? Was
Yeah.
that the only reason?
No,
And that's the one. That's the one we used to
actually.
go to on 27th
Yeah,
Street.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that 27th Street?
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
goddamn.
Fucking nailed it.
Shit.
Why did you start there?
I needed a job and hated Burger King.
Was it the one across the street?
Yeah, literally.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So, yeah, then
I didn't know that actually.
I didn't either.
And then I worked at Burger King. It's the worst month of my life.
A whole month. then you spent 10 years at Applebee's?
13.
13. I just remember the 10-year mark. That
was a great day.
I love doing that too, but I also like doing it with tragedies because it works the same way with tragedies. Like, like fuck, if I would have left 10 seconds later or whatever, this wouldn't have happened and this wouldn't have set off this chain of events, and those fucking nuns wouldn't have got killed or whatever the situation is that you're in. Like, fuck, that shit didn't have to happen, but if it would have been 10 more seconds if I would have left it, you could go either way. Like, this all happened because of this one incident, and boom, and everything could have been different, but it could have
fucking chain reaction. Yeah, it's insane. Just like a little decision.
So
So
I really should have with speeding tickets. If I would have left 10 minutes earlier, would I have really gotten pulled over?
it's very true.
Yeah.
How many speeding tickets have you had through?
Too many.
Through your...
Before I turned 17, I lost my license because I had too many speeding tickets. No, for real. I turned 16. 3 days later, I got pulled over for racing. I had a fucking 87 Yugo. And I was racing.
Did you win?
No, I was losing. That's why I got caught. The other guy got away.
Damn.
But, if you lose in Nebraska, I don't know if it changed now with this POP, but if you lose more than 6 points in 3 months, you lose your license for 6 months.
Huh.
And I did. Yeah. And then you have to have SR22. Who do you know is 17 years old has an SR22 insurance?
I don't know what SR22 insurance is.
That's
I'm sure it's expensive
high risk
as fuck.
insurance. If you get your license suspended, you have to have it.
Yeah.
Twice now I've had that. It lasts for 3 years.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like, anybody that has a DUI has an SR22. Yeah. So that was me. What about you, Chubbs?
Yeah, I had one time.
From a cop in the car?
No.
You gotta tell the story now.
I don't even remember the story.
Well, that's part of the reason you got in trouble.
Well, so we go out,
All right.
and
We got to start at the beginning.
if I remember right, Chubbs didn't even want to go out.
No, we went to, was it the Grove?
We went to the amateur strip night, I think.
I think
Nice.
it was at the Grove or Kyle Willis or
Nice.
something, whatever it was.
No, it was the Grove. It was the Grove.
It was the Grove.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was boring as fuck or something. I don't know. And you guys wanted to go downtown. I wanted to go home.
And you fucking hate downtown.
Yeah, I hated
Well, he's
downtown
old.
since I was 22.
And we're 22. So at this point, they're like, no, let's go, Chubbs.
They were 22.
Chubbs was 42.
Fuck you. But I was following them, and
You were ahead of me. I know you were ahead of me because I remember I was on the phone with you and we were on the exit. Sorry to interrupt, but we were on the exit to either you go on Cornhusker, you either go over 180 or you turn on 180 and go downtown. And I was on the phone with Chubbs, like, Chubbs, just come on. And he's like, no, I'm not going. And then he fucking turns his blinker on and he's like, fuck it, YOLO. You only live once. And I was like, yeah,
Famous last words.
fucking Chubbs going. So we parked right beside each other. And that's important for the story. But we parked right beside each other, and we go on about our business, and go ahead, Chubbs. Yay!
So we go down, pretty much close the bars, because I remember, I think I was out with you guys that night, because then I think we split up where I left and you guys went to your vehicles. Probably, obviously, dumb decision, because you should never drink and drive, people.
ever.
Allegedly.
We went to Jimmy John's too. I remember that. That's important
You
too.
were at Woody's. Because we all stayed at Dillinger's.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about that earlier. The Fat Soda used to be Dillinger's.
Okay.
We were all at Dillinger's, and you were like, this is dumb. I'm going to Woody's. And then we met back up at fucking Jimmy John's. And you couldn't even eat your sandwich.
I was gonna take it home, sit on the couch, enjoy it, have a good time with Jimmy John's. And no, Rob and I are walking back to our vehicle. I mean, we're 3-4 blocks from like the downtown area,
2 blocks from where we parked.
and Rob's being Rob, jumping around. What were your words? Motherfucker,
Dude.
yeah. You get tired.
I don't know where that even came from. I don't know where that came from, but for some reason that was in my head, and we were just running down the block, and I was like, motherfucker, yeah. I don't know why. Like, I was young. I don't know.
Yeah. We made it to our vehicles, and we opened up our vehicles and that. I threw my sandwich in there. We talked to each other for a minute or two, I think, and get in our vehicles, and I started up, and I'm looking. It was a one-way street, so I'm looking. You're not looking both ways. You're trying to back up. I'm looking up and put it in reverse and back up, and I hear somebody just slam on the back of my tailgate. I turn around, it's a fucking bike cop.
Like not like motorcycle, like 10 speed.
No, he had a nice bike.
It was a sweet bike.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a sweet bike.
And it's not just him. There's like 5 or 6 others just surrounding us.
But only you, because he put his in reverse, so his reverse lights were on. I did not.
Yeah.
So I was in my car, he was in his car, but
because you were gonna be nice and let me go first.
Exactly, ladies first. So, but yeah, so he stopped moving and he like puts his hands up like, what the fuck? And I turn around and I see all these cops and I'm like, oh fuck. And so we all get out and instantly they start sobriety testing him.
Oh, shit.
Like no questions asked, pulled him up on the sidewalk, started sobriety testing him. And I'm sitting there next to the cop that's, sitting on his bike. He's got it kind of like leaning out, but he's sitting on his bike while the other guys are doing it. And I'm looking at the cop and I was like, it's a sweet bike. And the guy's like, thanks. I was like, that guy that you're testing right now, he's got the same kind of bike. Because he did. They both had George. That's why I remember.
Yeah.
Because this is back when we started trying to like ride our bikes. And so the cop's like, thanks. And I was like, oh, he's got the same bike. And so I asked the guy, I was like, I'm not complaining, but is there like a specific reason why you're testing him and not me?
I love how he just like pushes the boundary. Like, he has to know.
Like, I'm just curious. Like I hate to like
He's that
ask, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, he showed signs of intoxication and you didn't. All right. Good enough. He's like, but he passed all his tests, so as long as he passed his breathalyzer, you guys are good to go.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, all right, cool. And next thing I know, they're pulling him back out of the car because he put it in the car to do the test. And they're cuffing him. And he's like, he didn't pass the test.
No shit, asshole.
I was like, all right. And he's like, do you want me to like tow his truck or what? I was like, let's just leave it there. I'll get somebody to come and get it. And I was like, I'll also get somebody to come and get my car. So I call as my ex-girlfriend now, but my girlfriend at the time, I called her and I was like, hey, dude, Chubbs got arrested. What are we going to do? Because I can't get him out. You got to blow zeros. Yeah. She's like, well, she's been at home the whole time. So she took, what is it? Not permission over, but authority.
Yeah, I think they call it authority.
Yeah, something like
for
that.
For the next 24 hours, like, you got to have somebody that says that they're in charge of you, that they won't let you fucking do anything bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so,
which is weird that it's 24 hours, not like 12.
Right, or like the next morning.
Yeah.
As soon as he wakes up with a headache and he realizes he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think it's probably because you have to be completely like alcohol free or whatever.
yeah, double zeros.
Yeah.
Double zeros, right.
Makes sense.
And so she comes and we go get Chubbs out of detox. And we go back.
I wasn't even in detox yet, and they were up.
No, yeah, we were waiting.
They were up there waiting.
Which happened 3 times in my life now.
Yeah, and you've been on both sides.
I've been on both sides of the situation. Twice, I was the one waiting in the chair. Once, I got out of the elevator and everybody was there.
That was phenomenal because I was there that night.
Fuck. But yeah, so we pick him up, and you know what we do? We go back to his truck. And I drive his truck home. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
But he finally got his Jimmy John's.
I did. I finally got the Jimmy John's.
Hey, there you go. That's all that matters.
3 hours later, in a DUI ticket, he got his Jimmy John's.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Good times.
But
I
sweet
hear-
bike. Sweet.
Yeah, oh,
So
sweet
we
yeah.
fucking
always
bike.
give him shit because it was a fucking bike cops.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
They were probably watching, like, look at these drunk fucks. Where are they going? Oh, they're going to cars?
Yeah.
All right, let's follow these fucks. And as soon as they saw him backing out, they're probably like, what the fuck are you doing?
This motherfucker. They probably thought he was the one who go,
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't they think something about a fight? They said they thought there was like a start of a fight or something, and that's why they were in the area.
that alley behind Dillinger's was common for fights.
Right.
And that's about the time where I was jumping all over your fucking shoulders, screaming
Yeah,
and shit.
probably.
I'm walking down the sidewalk normal
Straight
as
line.
fuck, and
Straight
he's-
line.
He's jumping all over the place. Of course, I go to detox.
Yeah. So
You show signs of intoxication.
so since then to this day, he still doesn't say you only live once. He refuses. He's like, nope,
yeah.
I'm not fucking saying
No.
it. Which is smart.
Yeah.
It's fucking smart.
And if you say it, he'll say no. Like, right now, it's like, fuck it, let's go do this podcast. YOLO. He's like, nope. Going home.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I hear about so many people getting DUIs in Lincoln. Lincoln PD, all they have, I think most of their job is just drunk people.
Yeah.
So all they do is probably DUIs, and that's what they look for. And,
Yeah.
the OPD all the time. Like, there's no units available for this. We go to domestic disputes and all this shit. They're like, we have no units available. It's like, what the fuck is? Somebody's in there with a knife or something. We're not going in because we don't have a gun. We got to wait 20 minutes for the.
Yeah.
But LPD, same thing in Sarpy County.
Oh yeah.
There's so many fucking cops here for everything. But
Well, it's good.
Yeah. Probably good.
You need cops.
They on bikes.
not that many fucking cops.
Not
Like
that
this
many.
in here. There's so many fucking cops. No firefighters in our county.
There's cops in Omaha that respond to shit like that are not always busy. Me and Spencer of
Oh shit!
can account to that.
That's true.
The cops rolled up real quick on us.
Yeah?
And, sorry, Spencer, if you don't want this one out.
You guys know him as the degenerate.
Yeah,
this.
the
Oh, sorry. The degenerate. So, we'll make this one real fast. But on mine and my wife's 6-month wedding anniversary, so half year, whatever, me and her and Spencer and T-Ferg came to watch a comedian. And Spencer got hammered. We all got really drunk. I was actually in Chubbs' car. As a matter of fact, which kind of
There's gonna be a common theme through this. Just if anybody hasn't picked up on it.
Yeah, I got like 4 friends, and I use them to the max. So
And we drink a lot.
Which comedian?
I don't dude. I don't know.
Oh, it does want to.
I was, 2013. Well,
Yeah, it was a while.
2014.
I don't remember who it was either.
It was a long time. But so we go to this bar afterwards, and these guys were hitting on Taylor, and Spencer's all drunk, and fuck you guys hitting on her, blah blah. Well, they get in a little bit of a tiff, and we get in the car, and they got in a little bit of an argument in the backseat of the car. I said, "Fuck you guys." I was like, do not argue in this car. I was like, if you're gonna argue, just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Spencer, the degenerate, he got out.
He is.
He got out of the car.
Of course he did. That closet
And I was
fucker.
like, fuck
Closet
it.
fucker.
I was like, fuck it. So I shut the door, or he shut the door, and I was like, fuck it. So I drove around the bar, like, haha, funny, I'm gonna leave you. Not really, though, because we're an hour from home.
Right.
So then I come back around, and he's gone. Dude's just like disappeared, like a fart in the wind, like just up and vanished.
Pop smoke.
And I was like, where the fuck did this guy go? So I shit you not, me, Walls, and T-Ferg, we drive around for like an hour looking for this motherfucker.
What part of town were you guys in?
West O. What the fuck is the ice box?
Ice House.
Ice House.
Ice House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we were, and so we were driving around, and we go to the McDonald's right there. We get some fucking food. Still looking for Spencer. Can't find him anywhere. And I'm like, dude, let's make one more pass. At this point, I was steaming though because like I lost my buzz. I was steaming because this motherfucker just dipped out. Like, where's he gonna go? We're in Omaha,
Right.
of all places. And so,
And there's not a lot out there. It's not like you were in like Benson or downtown or Dundee. Like there's Ice House and then there's like a gas station, like apartments. Like it's not like you could go to a walking distance to other places.
Right. And I think I was in your car because of my ankle at the time. We switched vehicles because I fucked my ankle up and I couldn't drive a stick or something like that. Anyway, so we were in Chubb's car. So finally, I see Spencer. We make one more pass and there's Spencer. So I just cut him off right in the middle of the road, hopped the curb, like the front 2 wheels. It was in your Chrysler. This is the first time he's hearing that.
Yeah, it is.
So we hopped the curb. I cut him off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he says something. Then apparently I was not sober yet because we walked up and we just like squared up and like threw down. Me and Spencer, like we're best friends, we just threw down.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, next thing, I was like, fuck, he put me in a chokehold. I put him in a chokehold. Like, this is going down on the side. And meanwhile, Chubbs' car is like in the middle of the road, hop the median type thing. And finally I was like, fuck, I need to move Chubbs' car. So I run up, I move his car to the church parking lot.
You still got Spencer in chokehold?
No. Dragging him around. Listen here, motherfucker. So then I park his car and I come back up and we're yelling. All of a sudden, here comes these cars. Just, wah, 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 cop cars. And, at first Spencer looks at me and he's like, yeah, fuck you, dude. And he's like, this guy, help me.
Of course he would.
Perfect.
Yeah, he still lives up to his name, even though in that
Rape! He's raping me! Officer!
Seriously. He looked at the cop, he's like, this guy, help me. And this cop tackles
fucking
me.
phenomenal. That's phenomenal. You know he got a boner.
Oh,
I haven't heard this story full. I didn't know that. I just knew that.
Yeah, no, he looked at me like, motherfucker, I got you.
Yeah.
He's like, help me.
I bet he's like Dennis Reynolds, like, I'm gonna get you out. I just got off.
Oh, yeah.
I just got off
You
doing
know
that.
he was.
This cop shoves my head into the ground. He's cuffing me behind my back, and I'm like, Spencer. And he's like, help me, I don't even know him. And I'm like, motherfucker. Well, then about,
Rob,
you know,
bus.
30 seconds, you know, a couple minutes into it, he's like, no, dude, I know this guy, blah, blah. I'm like, this fucker. And so anyway, we go to court. We get the same court date. We get a ticket for disturbing the peace. And we have to go to court in Omaha the same day. So we ride together from Lincoln.
Right.
Of course. And we go there, and I go first because I'm a B, my last name. And the cop does his thing. I was like, excuse me. I said, yeah. He's actually my friend. Who just, I don't know, we just decided to duke it out. And then, so he gives me my sentence. It was just a fine, blah, blah, blah. Spencer goes up right behind me. He's the next one. And I'm sitting there waiting for him to, you have to wait for the attorney or whatever to get your paperwork ready and usher you out. So I'm sitting there on the side and he comes up and all these other degenerates are like waiting for like fucking like third-degree murder type shit.
Right.
And we're just fighting. And he's like, I see you're here for disturbing the peace, fighting. He's like, yeah, I'm the friend.
He got another boner when he said that.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
In court.
Just got
So
off.
we got the same fine. We paid it on the spot and just fucking dipped out.
How much of a fine? Do you remember?
It was like 180 plus court costs.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No. Christ.
Tell me about it. I worked at Applebee. Well, not that time, but I mean, $180 is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Plus court costs, which is like, you know, 180 again. Fuck. Yeah, no, that's...
I didn't know he fucking threw you under the bus, though. That's fucking
For the first
hilarious.
5 minutes of the thing, man, he was like, oh, this guy.
That's genius, actually.
It's hilarious. Shouts out Spencer. That's great. What I want to know is him being a degenerate. What the fuck was he doing for an hour? You know what's shady as fuck.
Yeah, and he already got into it with T first. So they're
Yeah.
fighting, so he's probably looking for
Oh
closets.
yeah, he's climbing in windows, stealing jewelry, jerking off on sleeping people or some shit. Or just jerking off in
I
closets.
found out.
maybe.
Well, T-Frog was with us the whole time. Obviously,
Yeah,
in the car. What's she
exactly.
gonna do? You know, walk home. He said that he hid out like in the apartment building underneath the stairwell.
Oh my
so
God.
so
like-
we would stop looking for him. And then he had a cousin or something that lives here in Omaha that he was gonna go crash at.
He's just probably like where it's like below, and so he's just like ground level.
you can, like,
and you can only just
Yeah.
see, like just as you're driving by, and he's just like happen to miss him because it's in a fucking dark.
Oh my god.
Oh, there goes Chubbs and Chrysler again.
That's crazy. And then why? What the fuck is that fine for? Where does that go? 180 plus court costs?
Yeah.
From both
So
each?
like, yeah,
you
like,
and
so it's like what,
Spencer?
$45 court cost?
Jesus.
No, you're telling me?
Fucking
I looked at him like, this is
Christ.
your fault.
You should be
Then you
able
get
to-
into it, and you just go right back to the judge. Just get back in line.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy again. Tell me why.
if that same situation would have happened, but like it was just some dude pumping gas at a gas station, and you run up and like you beat the shit out of him. I understand, like, yeah, you can't do that. $180 fine. You that was fucked up what you did to this guy.
Right.
But if you agree, I think you should be able to be like, yeah, no, let's do this. You agree to fight and you fight. you should not have to pay $300 to fight somebody in the street. Plus, go to court. Plus, you should be able to fight whoever the fuck you want.
Right? I had to pay for the gas too. I'm a text messenger. You owe me for gas on that trip to Omaha.
He'll hear this. But this won't come out for like 2 weeks.
Like,
Hashtag too nasty, two friends.
The police really should be like, listen, we in every city in America, everybody's fucking shooting. People are shooting. Nobody wants to fight. When people do want to fight, they should be like, hey, bro, that's good. What was it about? That was stupid. You should, but either way, that was the way to do it.
Yep.
You're men. You can fight. Yes, you're punching each other in the face. That's fine. That should be how you settle things, as long as it's agreed upon. I don't think you can run up on somebody and be like, what the fuck? I saw what you said on Twitter.
Wham!
But if you're like, no, you did some shit, or you said some shit, or you touched my old lady's, you grabbed her by the pussy.
Yeah.
Boom. You can't necessarily. Some people have it coming. I think you should be able to do whatever. Right. I think you should be able to fight, especially if it's agreed upon. Some people have it coming, but
there's an actual ticket for that.
For fighting?
Third degree assault, mutual consent.
Really?
Oh yeah, got that too.
But yeah, the police.
Not with Spencer, but another time. Yeah, that's legit law.
Yeah, the police can beat whoever the fuck they want, and they get paid for it.
Right.
And then you want to do it, but and then on top of that, like if you do meet a stranger and then you do want to fight, it's also scary because everybody has guns. They do have guns now. Everybody has concealed to carry now. So if you do, like, it might start off mutual. Next thing you're getting shot.
I don't.
So that's even risky.
Yeah,
it's even risky there. But I think I support fighting, especially if do it.
That's funny.
Do it.
Good shit.
But yeah, just be willing to get money in your savings. If
Yeah, apparently.
especially if you're in Douglas County, because apparently, shit.
You should fight for like court costs. People race
Right.
the pinks.
Yeah, right.
Whoever wins the fight pays for
court
both
costs.
court costs.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Who won in the fight?
Yeah.
What if it's a draw?
That's the
We had a
Let's go
headlock
again.
each. He technically threw me under the bus, so he probably won.
Right, who's judging it? Are they fair? Are they fair judges? Are they judging only strikes? Are they going takedowns?
You got the whole point system.
Yeah,
It's fucking
right. Yeah.
At the end of the day, Spencer actually had a black eye out of it, which is fucked up because he had an interview like the next day. He told the interview that some lady slammed on her brakes in front of him and he like hit his head on the dash or something like
Hey,
that.
that's a good lie. That's a good lie. People believe that.
Jesus.
But you have a kid, just blame it on your kid. But he is degenerate.
He didn't
so
have a kid at the time.
He had Adrian.
Oh yeah. I just think about Quinn.
Yeah, no, Adrian.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he would have been. How long ago was that? 3 years ago.
Well, halfway through 2014.
Yeah, so I mean, his son would have been like 7 or 8 because he's 7 or 8 now or whatever.
So back then he wouldn't have been 7 or 8.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You take from that though, he would have been that age. Like, yeah, I was just wrestling around like with my 3-year-old.
Yeah, he fucking like elbowed me.
I feel like
Macho man me.
I feel like oh yeah. I feel like I want to have Spencer back on the podcast and we just have like a straight up therapy. It'll be good for him. It'll be good for the podcast.
I don't know, man. People fucking we'll be just like after he gets done, we'll just be. Just like looking back and forth. That's like Jesus, dude.
Let's just.
And he just thinks it's normal. We've had this conversation before.
You told me that.
Since like I am at work like all day, every day. I was just
Everybody.
like, after he got the podcast, he's like, I didn't think they were that great. I'm like, dude, some of the stuff because we talked because he rode up here with me. I'm like, that's not normal, man. He's like, it's normal to me. Like it was just, he's like, then he got to thinking. He goes, yeah, I guess that's pretty fucked up. I don't know anybody else. I'm like, you're
Like,
gonna be a
who gets
reoccurring
straddled?
guest for sure.
Who gets straddled by a chick going?
Exactly.
Was that her name?
Brooke, yeah.
Oh
Brooke.
my God! Shouts out Brooke again. Jesus Christ. Poor thing.
Have you guys made any contact yet?
No.
Or what's,
No, she never hit him back or anything. So
They reached out.
Speakerphone call next time he's on.
Oh,
yeah.
smart.
Next time he's on. Conference call.
He lost the 1, 2, 3. Oh, and you guys had a 1, 2, 3. I wrote that down.
yeah,
Yeah, we had the 1, 2, 3 on the show. Spencer lost. He did try for a while. He didn't, but then he did remember to reach out. It just didn't happen. And
yeah.
Poor Joey.
me and you did the 1, 2, yeah.
He didn't get that date.
No,
Me and you did the 1, 2, 3
Use it now.
earlier on
Yeah.
episode 30, which was scary. I'm glad we did it. We got through it. I give a little speech about fear. I'm glad I busted my son.
Dude.
But we're talking about the 1, 2, 3. You guys were both involved in one. Is that correct?
yeah. So we go. Rob grew up bowling, and he was pretty good because you were like as a freshman, you're on the varsity bowling team, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So he's like,
Allegedly.
yeah. So when we got together and I think it was because we were already dating AB and stuff. He's like, listen.
You were dating her too?
No, I said you were dating.
I thought you said we were.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
I dig into
back.
that. I dig
It's
into that.
possible. We were definitely dating for sure. So,
Lucky.
yeah. But he talked us into joining a bowling league. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I like to go bowling once in a while when I'm hammered and stuff. And he's like, what do you think we do at bowling league? I'm like, I'm in.
Who's got their own shoes and ball now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, so does Chubbs.
Yeah. And so, we're like, this is a cult. It's weird as fuck, but I love it, dude. It's a lot of fun. It's just, within Lincoln, the league that we were in, it was like 30-something weeks long. And I was like, that's just way too long. That's way too big of a commitment every Sunday. Jesus. And then if we were missed, then you got to make it up and shit. But it's still a lot of fun. Okay. So then we decide to do men's state bowling. Okay. Where it's just a big fucking drunk fest. Nobody. Nice. I mean, I'm sure there's for some people and the team surrounding us because we fucking
spread the wealth.
Yeah, we spread it. So this is a bowling or state bowling weekend where we're away all weekend. We're gonna fucking bowl shit ton, get hammered, fucking go out and party, come in hungover.
All over Nebraska. Every 7 years. It rotates for 7 years.
Okay.
So it was in Lincoln, and then 7 years later it'll be in Lincoln again. Okay. It goes like all over, like Norfolk, Hastings, Kearney, Omaha, Lincoln, like all over the place. And what was it? 2 years ago now, we were in Fremont.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So we were in Fremont when this 1, 2, 3 thing started.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, it started for us because I know you guys have been doing it. We had podcasts about it, so I told him about it. I'm like, this would be a fucking fun.
I think it was that day. That day is when we started it.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the end, I believe. That sucks.
Yeah.
For some of us.
No, that game
sucks all around.
No. Like I don't think I've ever been on a good receiving end of it.
Yeah. So I think he's like Kitzman who just gets hit like one like every other one.
I can relate. I
don't know what that means, but I hope it means it's bad because it is.
Yeah, it's just bad luck, like shit luck. I'm not a statistics guy, math guy, odds guy, but I'll get into that. I just broke a slump today, but no, I want to hear this.
Yeah. So that's how he is with it. And it started off just like 1, 2, 3, you buy shots. Like just getting your feet wet, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Stuff like that. And then I didn't really play a lot, just like with buy-in stuff. And then you guys obviously always take everything to the next level. So then they start upping stuff. And I was like, this is going to be fucking great because we just started drinking. Yeah. And it's like every 5 minutes somebody's spitting out.
When he says we just started drinking, I want to put this in perspective. We left my house at 7 a.m.
Well, listen, we did just start drinking technically for the whole day.
Okay,
but
so we started drinking at 7 a.m. On this particular trip. We started drinking at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I remember this specifically because my neighbor talks about it a lot. My neighbor has a race car. He was working on his race car in the garage. And he had never had Jack Tennessee Fire, whatever. And
it's not like Fireball is just Jack Daniels version.
Gotcha.
And so we had it. I bought it specifically for this trip.
Yeah.
And we all took a pull of it before we left my house.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. And so I walked next door to my neighbor that's working on his race car. I was like, bro, you gotta try this.
Because we fucking I love it way more.
I was like, we just cracked this. You gotta try it. It's so smooth. He's like, all right. So he takes a pull of it. That's why I know it was at 7 a.m. that we started. Because then we allegedly drank on the way.
There you go. Nailed that one.
Oh, good.
And so we've been drinking all day.
Okay.
Well, we get to the bar, and not only were we doing the 1, 2, 3 game, but we started playing the 21 dice game.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what the 21 dice game is?
That's a whole nother thing.
You just explain how it works, though, because it puts everybody in the state
mindset,
of mind, in the mind
holy
frame.
shit.
So you have to explain how to.
You have 5 dice, and you roll them. And if you have, anytime you get a 1, you count. So, like, if you start at 0 and you roll and you get 3 1s, like a 4 and a 5, it's 1, 2, 3 for the 3 1s. And you roll again. You roll until you don't get a 1.
Okay.
And so say you roll again, you get a 1, then it's 4.
Okay.
And say you don't get any 1s, it goes to the next person. And then if they roll, it goes 5, 6, 7. So anytime you get a 7, whoever gets a 7 names a shot. And you just keep on rolling. Keep on going. If you don't get a 1, you pass it.
All right.
So whoever gets 14 has to take or pay for the shot.
Okay.
So 7 names it, 14 pays for it.
All right.
And whoever gets to 21 takes it.
Okay. Oh shit. Nice.
And so when you get to like, what would it be? 16, you take a dice out.
Okay.
So say if you're at 18, you only got 3 dice left. So you take the 2 out, so you only roll in 3.
Okay.
And so when it comes down, you're at 20, you got 1 dice. You roll it, and whoever gets the 1 hits 21. They take the shot.
Yeah.
So we've been playing that the whole time. And our waitress even knows. Like, she comes around, and if we're rolling dice, she's like, "What is it this time?" So we're taking shots, we're doing this, and we keep walking out to the car and taking pulls. And so to get back on the subject of this 3-2-1 game,
1, 2, 3.
it's all the same. Fucking Chubbs. He said, amidst all the other shit, Chubbs says, 1, 2, 3, you shave your beard.
You did it first to me.
Oh.
I had a beard.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had a pretty decent sized beard too. You did it to me first.
I said, Chubbs, 1, 2, 3, shave your beard, and it probably 3 what he has right now.
Okay.
Okay. And I said, 1, 2, 3, shave your beard. He's like, okay. and we're way
exactly like that.
way off. Obviously, like fucking 1 and 9.
Okay.
Way off. And so I go bowl, and I come back. He's like, all right, 1, 2, 3, you shave your beard. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Why not? And so we go 1, 2, 3, and we both said, what, like 4? Or both said like 7. I don't know.
He's cocky. We've been playing the game for a half an hour. You gotta have that confidence, though.
Right, you
like
have
he started.
You can do. It's fine to do that. It's natural. Like, my odds are 1 in 9. Fuck, I'm bulletproof, bitch. Let's go. And then it's not until you lose that first one you're like, oh shit.
Like, we were talking about it. Wouldn't it be 1 in 18? Because there's 2 of you picking between 1 and 9.
I'm not getting the numbers. I don't.
Anyway, so I think it's 1 in 18. Anyway. We both say the same fucking number.
Yeah.
And as you guys said in Drunkcast 3, you just kind of like hang your head.
Oh my god.
We just talked about it last.
I think I was more in shock than Rob was.
Yeah. Because his beard is probably what it was now. Or was it a little bit
longer. I've been trimming it every year.
And we didn't even talk
now.
about it. I want to talk about that. You've been in beard. Usually we talk about that. Your beard is fantastic.
Thanks.
You've won championships for your beard.
A few.
So we should have brought that up
Different
before you
states.
even got into this.
Different states.
And we didn't get into that at all. Your beard,
Thanks.
Sir. Respect. And this is an audio podcast. Usually I would have brought that up. It's been a long day. I didn't. Your beard is amazing. You've got proof of it. It has fucking its certs and it's got its credentials. We didn't even bring that up. So to make the story even more legit, that's if you didn't know that, you'd be like, yeah, that would suck to shave your beard. No, this is like a fucking certified beard. It has its credentials. It makes it a lot better. Like, this is the big deal now.
Yeah.
So, okay, sorry.
No, it needs to be.
It needed to be said. We should have brought
there is
that
a
up
lot
way
of beard
earlier.
here.
It's people listening. This is the fucking as legit of a beard as you could get. That high stakes now. We're talking 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So we do that. 1, 2, 3, you shave your beard. And I said, okay. And we say the same number. I just kind of hang my head in shock. And then I think it was my turn to bowl, so I had to go bowl.
But he's trying to bowl well, obviously, because he could do well at state. And if you do well, you get money back. And so at this time we were in league, and so you don't have a high handicap or whatever. And so he could really was trying to focus on this. So now he has to fucking think about shaving his beard while trying to do well. And it's team bowling, so if he does well, our team does well.
Right.
And it's too much going on.
He's shaking to the core.
Yeah.
No joke. I had a lot of emotions going on. I was like, okay, first off, if I shave, I gotta go buy a fucking trimmer because you're not bicking this. No. You're not taking the bic to this. So I gotta go buy an electric shaver to trim it down to the point to where I can shave. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, I'm about to lose my beard.
Yeah.
So, I got a lot of emotions going, and so I just hang my head. And Martin was the one that came up. He's like, "You gotta give this guy an out. You gotta just give him an out. Let him buy his way out."
God, we've been playing for 30 minutes, man. I'm already trying to get my boy an out. It's like, she's like the highs and lows went real fucking quick.
You gotta give him an out.
Yeah.
And I didn't mention anything, and he's like, "You gotta give him an out." And Chubb's like, if he pays my tab.
Which is a fucking great.
Dude, which
Chubbs,
we've been
that's
playing.
solid.
We've been playing this 21 game.
Yeah.
So there's shots on shots.
Yeah, because nobody's
and
paying
Chubb
it
said-
at the time. We're just like, because the waitresses put this one on my tab. And so, yeah. And
So
then-
Chubb said, pay my tab. I said, yep. I didn't even hesitate.
no hesitation.
It was like a $50-some tab. I was like, fuck it.
That's not
Yep.
bad at all.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
No.
Well, I mean, the thing is a bowling alley, so
Yeah.
I mean, the shit's fucking cheap, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, like
there was
5 shots
it-
for
fucking
like
perfect,
$20.
dude. I wouldn't have thought of that. I've been like, I would have been like, if you give my tab,
Yeah.
so I was like, hardcore, pay my tab.
No hesitation.
I love it.
Yep. I pulled out my debit card before his tab got cleared. I said, let's go. Pay it off. And then I was back in good spirits.
There you go,
The parking
yeah.
lot, so.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
And for people that don't know, like they listen and they hear about the 1-2-3 game, you don't understand how
a
like,
lifestyle.
deep it gets. It is, and it yeah. I think right out of the gate, I think it's okay to be cocky.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
No.
it's all right to be cocky.
Can't.
No, I think you have to. I think it's mental. Like we were talking to Tower in the podcast before, and he said, yeah, even fighting, he's like 40% of it is physical, 60% is mental. I think the 1-2-3. I think a lot of things in life are that. It's all in your head, you know.
Yeah.
I in episode 30, out of the blue, Pags is like, all right, 1, 2, 3, and
So what happened
my
is in
God.
episode 30, you guys haven't listened to it yet, this whole time, because we told you what we did for it with the wing sauces, I go, this whole time I go, on the last fucking sauce, the hottest sauce, he's going to 1, 2, 3 me. Like, so this is in the back of my head. Like, he's going to get me. So we get to the second to last sauce, and I was like, it just out there, I was like, hey, 1, 2, 3, you have to douse your whole wing with these final 2. And I just saw that he just got this look in his eye.
Yeah.
A little bit of his soul disappeared, and I knew at that point I'd go, he's in a slump.
Yeah,
and we
I
hadn't
was.
talked
No,
1, 2,
we hadn't.
3
We
for
hadn't.
months at this point.
yeah.
And so then you can.
So where I'm at, I lost the last 3 times I've been challenged at the 1, 2, 3 game. I lost, which Rob, I'm not a math guy, all right? But I'm not. But
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you,
If there's 2 times 9 chances, it's 18.
But if
There's
each,
only-
but if each person.
only has 1 through 9. It's
So that's
only
2
1 through 9.
times 1 through 9. So that's 18.
No. If you look at the different combinations that could be said,
Somebody email us.
if you look at the different combinations that could be said, yeah, it could be 18 numbers.
I
But
hope
you're
so.
only looking for 1 number. So the
Right.
chances of you guys both saying the same number are 1 in 9. That's the only thing. And I'm not 100% on that. Plus I've been drinking all day.
As you take a pull of that crown we got.
Oh, that crown's so good. We're
Yeah,
almost
it
done
is.
with that shit.
Yeah.
It's an hour in.
So your mindset.
So my mindset is, fuck, you know, I'm in this slump. It's horrifying to me. So yeah, 1 through 9, 1 through 18, 1 through whatever. You lose twice in a row. You lose 3 times in a row. I've been playing the game for a while. I've had highs and lows. During my slump, I have got other people. Somebody at work I bought these gloves for like $2 at Kmart on 50th and Hill. They're like blue, white striped. They had no fingers on them. Like these mittens.
Where'd you get them?
Kmart.
Where at?
50th and L Street.
Okay.
So
That's important. It's important.
I bought them for like $2. They had to wear them for like 6 hours or whatever. Not on any runs. If we made a call, they got to take them off, but they had to wear them all day. So I'm like, yeah, that's all right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad one to lose that.
No, but it still
Plus, he kept the
sucked.
gloves. He kept the gloves. That's a win for him, really.
Yeah, actually.
But in the process, I lost 3 in a row, which is unheard of. Like I don't know the odds of that happening, but I lost 3 in a row. So I've had times where you ride high, you ride low, and the story I told earlier was, I was riding super high once. So I won a football
Like championship.
championship.
Football pool.
A pool. So we just pick games on Saturday. Everybody throws in $5. Winner takes all $50. Sometimes first, second, and last, places, whatever. I can't remember. I won first place in that. Went to the casino like a couple days later. I won like $280 playing blackjack. I was just feeling super confident. I felt like I couldn't lose. I felt bulletproof. On the podcast in episode 30, I think I said I felt. Sorry, I keep playing footsie with Rob.
That's me.
I'm
I'm a tall guy, so I gotta spread out a little bit.
We don't gotta worry about it, Chubbs.
Mark spread out. He was not very far.
But anyway, I felt like I was 10 feet tall and with a 14-inch dick. But so I felt like I couldn't lose. And then I lost a bad food challenge once. And then I was like, I'm not going to do another food challenge. But here we go. It's like a couple days later. Like, I'm on this win streak. Like, I just can't lose. We're in the grocery store. We're shopping. We're doing chili. It's like a Sunday. And so we're getting cinnamon rolls. And somebody's like, oh, 1, 2, 3. You got to eat these cinnamon rolls.
We just listened to that.
Raw.
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you know the story.
Yeah.
Podcast 3. We just listened to that.
So I'm like, yeah, fuck, no problem. Boom, boom, 1, 2, 3. We both say 2. Everybody else like, yes! And I'm just like, oh, fuck! I had to eat these raw cinnamon rolls. The raw dough, like, swelled up in my stomach. It was awful. But I think when you lose, to me, like, when you lose, I've been on both sides of it. I've been a witness. It's intense. Like, the people that don't play, they're like, oh, it's just a game. Yeah. No, it's fucking intense.
That? Yeah.
Because I've been in areas with the Army where we were at the training tower. Yeah. I don't know if you were out by then.
Yeah, I was out.
I remember when they were like, Whiskey Rob had to dye his hair black, jet black, and his eyebrows black. And I think we were doing like rappelling. So like some of us were like far away rigging, and all you hear is, oh, and like, oh, somebody lost. You don't even know what happened, but everybody like shit. So I've been in there like where it's the person that gets you is just like, oh shit, people jump up, like, yes! And then if when it's you, especially if it's a bad one, just like, yeah, like Rob, like you're just like, oh no, you're like, no, how, like, how did you? You don't know what to say. You're like, everybody's celebrating, and they're like laughing, like, look at you, like, you're an idiot. Who's this too? So it's like, sometimes it's not even. It doesn't matter if it's even a shit, like I don't care.
It's a shame.
Like, I don't even care if I lost this. I'll get embarrassed. It's not that bad, but the fact that you lost sometimes just sucks. Yeah. And everybody's like, oh, you're an idiot. Who says 2? Who says 8? Like, no matter what number it is, you're like, oh my God, you're stupid. You said 5? Nobody says 5. Like, any number you say, everybody's like, oh my God. You're the stupidest guy on the planet. You lost. Whether it's nothing. Like, you could be like, you gotta eat an apple. You're like, fuck! I can't believe I lost. It doesn't matter, like, you lost. Yeah. But sometimes it's angry action. But sometimes it's you lose, plus you gotta do something horrible, you know? Yeah. So Pags hit me up with the wings were fucking intense. We were in pain. It sucked. It was a lot harder than I knew it was gonna be hard. It was even harder than I thought it was gonna be. So the last few wings, we were gonna put a good dab on there. We were gonna have to smear the whole thing in them. And I'm like, shit. And he's like, dude, I'll do it with you. And I was like, I knew you would do that with me. You're a gentleman. So. Yeah,
of course.
But I said, fuck. Like, I just remember being like,
because he had just, like you said, lost the last 3.
He didn't know. The last 3 I've done. I've issued some out, but the last 3 that came to me, so now it's in my head. Like, what are the odds? So now it's in my head. I'm like, I had to take a few minutes. I gave a speech about fear. Honestly, here, episode 30, I gave a 1 minute speech about fear, and then I was like, I just had to clear my mind. I cleared my mind. I looked at you right in your eyes, and we counted off, and we didn't do it, which is good for both of us.
Yeah.
But fuck, like, it sucks. I'm telling you, the people who are listening, like, it's just a game. Like, no, it's more than the fucking game. Like, it fucks with your confidence.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It fucks with your confidence. You know.
So then, after all of that, we pay, and then we go. What? It's fucking. I'm blurry. Like, I remember the parking lot. But Dave showed up because he was going to take us to the hotel, right?
Well, yeah.
Because we couldn't drive.
Partway through our last game, he showed up.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, we knew he was coming anyway. Just didn't know when. You never know when with Dave.
Yeah.
And so he shows up, and we're like, oh, we're fucking hammered. We've been playing this game. He's like, you guys are dumb. And so we go out to the parking lot, and we all ordered pizza.
About what time is this approximately?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been drinking since 7 a.m.
Right. Okay.
Like
so we're drinking for 10 hours at this point. Yeah.
At least you're eating pizza.
I'd have to ask Coach.
Well, not yet.
You're ordering pizza.
Yeah.
Did you eat before this?
No, we're gonna go order pizza when we get back to the hotel.
Oh.
Which one?
I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah. But so we're just like, let's order pizza. Like, how do we want to split this up? So I think
imagine.
Yeah, so we're balls deep in this 1, 2, 3 game, and one of them's like, hey, how do we want to split this pizza
How do we
up?
want to split up this $60 pizza?
And we just ordered. And I think that, was it me?
I don't
Yeah, it was
know.
me.
There was Chubbs again. That's right. It was Chubbs again. He's like, Rob, 1, 2, 3. You pick up the pizza order. So we're getting shit out of the trunk to put in Dave's vehicle, and Rob grabs the bag that has the rest of the Jack Fire, and what else?
And
It
another
had-
bottle of Jack Daniels that Rob owed me from a previous bet.
Yeah. So
Sounds
he's
like a football bet. I
Yeah.
yeah. So he's pulling. And you could take the story from here since it's from your point of view.
Well, I thought there was 3 bottles because I thought the Jack Fire was for fun, and then there was a bottle of Jack for what I owed you. And
I want to say there's another Jack Honey, maybe.
yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had that in my hand because I'm putting our bowling balls into the trunk. You don't want to put bowling balls by glass of bottles.
No.
And
Smart.
especially 3 big bottles.
Yeah.
And so I have them in my hand, and I'm helping everybody get their balls in the trunk. Phrasing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was gonna let you go
That's
with
fine. I hope
it.
you got a big trunk.
I'll put my bike in it.
So I'm holding this bag, and Chubbs goes, Rob, you pay for the pizza, 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, can't lose again.
Yeah, of course not.
That's how you think. Seriously, you're like, no, yeah, of course. Let's go.
I'm like, all right. Because then I was like, as soon as I win, we're going to go back and Chubbs is going to pay for this shit, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right. And we fucking go 1, 2, 3, and we both say like 6. We say the same fucking number.
I think 6 was your number that day. Like every time.
Either way, we say the same fucking number. And my first instinct is I fucking throw the bag.
Because he's pissed.
I throw the bag on the ground, and it's all 3 bottles.
So what I hear, I wasn't standing there. I hear, oh, and in my head I was like, somebody just got stuck, and then like half a second, and I go, what the fuck was that? And I turn around and I go look, and I look at Rob. Chubbs is literally on the ground because he's laughing so hard, and Rob's there literally with his head in his hand, just going.
That's
like
as
this.
bad as it gets, yeah.
Not only did I lose and have to pay for pizza,
And the booze.
all 3 bottles of booze is on the ground, broke. Like,
That could be one of the worst losses of
At what
all
point-
time.
at what point do you get on
Yes.
your knees and start slurping up the
Right,
fucking
right.
liquor? And I just, oh fuck me. So I don't know what to do at this point. I just hang my head.
Right,
Like,
there's
I
nothing you
lost.
can do.
I broke 3 bottles of liquor. My wife's gonna kill me.
You gotta
Like
buy
all
pizza.
these things, I forgot about the pizza
Yeah, right.
until the next day.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how do we get this pizza? They're like, you paid for it. Fuck. And so we get through all that. We go to Hy-Vee. I buy 3 new bottles of liquor because I owe Chubbs 1 and we have to drink the other 2. So I buy 3 more bottles of liquor. We get to the hotel. We're gonna enjoy the liquor.
Well, let me interrupt here. So, like, we're fucking messing around, and I'm fucking hammered. I go in, just walking around, get lost in Hy-Vee, and then we come back.
Hy-Vee
and-
spirits. Like
Yeah.
it's not that big.
yeah. So, just fucking around laughing, and I hear them laughing, because fucking Rob's obviously drunk. We're fucking plastered. He's like, hey, we've got fucking lost. Almost lost my beer, and I paid for the fucking ticket, now I got paid for the fucking pizza, now I gotta get this fucking liquor.
Which I barely remember
Yeah,
the pizza.
so
Like,
I
don't
run up
remember the
there,
pizza.
and I was like, all right, let's go. And Chubbs, on the high of making him the pizza, they have the specialty Jack. It's like
Oh, that big fucking
$163.
bottle. Oh, shit.
And Chubbs goes for the fucking moon. You can't blame him.
Right, he's streaking.
Yeah.
He's streaking.
Yeah. And he turns around. I swear, he turns around and goes, 1, 2, 3, you buy me that bottle. Because he's a Jack, man. He loves Jack. He goes,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, you buy me that bottle of Jack. I say, all I go is 1. Like, I go right in the gate.
Yes.
And we fucking missed by like 2 numbers. And I was like, thank God. But he just got me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fucking going right in
Right.
for it.
If it was me, it'd be another 200.
Oh my God, you're so
Another
lucky. You
200
probably would have said 6 again too.
I was probably paying for the gas at that time. Who knows? God.
So, but I just remember Chubbs. He was just still laughing from when Rob bought. He's like, "Hey, 1, 2, 3, 5," and he's just laughing. I don't even think he stopped. But like, you probably would have had a heart attack if you would have stopped me. I think you would have just died a good man.
And I would have
doing
took his
different-
jack. Payment.
No, I love that strategy. Like I've done that before and lost. One, let's go. Other times you're like, I'm like, oh, hold on. Sometimes I told Peg, like sometimes I can't even look. Like if me and Chubbs are going, if it's something real deep, I might go. I'm like, okay, one, like you're just nervous. for this one to get out of the slump, 3, you lost two bad ones. Mine weren't even close. Mine were like
Do you
mediocre.
know my wife? They're bad. Like, if she had access to my credit card statement at that time,
Yeah, those
I'm
are
not sure I'd be married if she knew what I spent that weekend.
Yeah, those are as bad as you
Shouts
get.
out, Wolf.
But yeah, no, like that's why I'm like, fuck, like I talked about that, we talked about that, and I give the fear speech, and I like look you right, and instead of like, look you right in your eyes, let's do this, and I fucking got out of my slump, I'm good. So I'm guessing you retired?
I don't play much. I don't play much anymore, but we haven't gone to state bowling really since.
Yeah.
I mean, to get into details about state bowling, like, you have to have an established average.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to go in with like a 210 average, which means you get 0 points handicap.
Okay.
Which, that's going into detail, but
I think most people probably know what handicap is for like golf or anything like that.
so we didn't go last year or this year because nobody had an average. Because my work schedule sucks, and he moved away. So this year we're hoping to get a schedule going, a league going, and so we'll have our averages again. So hopefully we'll pick up next year. But we didn't go this year, and so we didn't have to play. But just to add insult to injury on that Fremont trip.
This gets worse.
It gets fucking bad.
It does. This is why I say shouts out, Walls, I love you. We get all this liquor that I bought extra again, and I pay for Chubbs' tab. We get all this shit taken care of, and we get to the hotel, and we've all split it 5 ways.
Yeah.
Because that's already paid for months in advance.
Yeah. There's 5 ways. We all split it. You know, it's like $120. We split 5 ways.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all staying in the same room.
Yeah.
Shit like
No,
that.
exactly. Whatever. We cross swords. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so we get there, and we're like, hey, yeah, we're going to check in which way's the pool. And they're like, the pool's closed. We're like, what? Okay, which way's the hot tub? Hot tub's closed, too. We're like,
Where the fuck am I gonna jerk off?
we're like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, well, who? I watch all these fishing shows at home. I never once see these fishing shows with these girls in thongs.
Sorry, you too.
Like, I don't
they've
get
been on for a while.
all these. No, I know. But like, all these girls that are fishing in thongs, like, this isn't real life.
Yeah, well, you've never seen one in real life, that's for sure.
Apparently,
So,
well,
if you did, you probably wouldn't be allowed to go fishing anymore.
anyway, so we get to this hotel. She said, "Oh, we don't have a pool. We don't have a hot tub. They're all closed." And we're like, "Oh,
Easy.
Can we get a refund and we'll go find somewhere else?" So we're on the phone. I'm on the fucking horn trying to find another hotel that has an opening because state bowling, God forbid, there's an opening, right?
Right.
And I found this Holiday Inn, middle of town. Yeah, we got an opening. I'm like, sweet, you guys got a pool.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. I was like, is it open? And she said, yeah. I said, you got a hot
You gotta
tub.
have to have a pool.
Right.
I said, you got a hot tub? And she said, yes. And I said, is it open? And she said, yes. And I was like, perfect. How much? And she rattled off some numbers, a little bit more than what we paid for this other one. I was like, all right, cool. Put me down. Here's my card. Let's reserve it. So we go back to this chick at the other one, and I was like, hey, can we get a refund? She's like, yeah, it's my last day. I don't give a fuck. I'll refund it. And we're like, awesome. Thanks. See you later. We dip out. We go to the next hotel. I was like, I'll pay for it. You guys just reimburse me once Chubbs gets credited back. Because he paid for the first one.
Okay.
I was like, once he gets credited back, he can reimburse me for everybody else's money.
Yeah.
It was like an extra $10. Fuck it. I'll cover the $10 because I want a fucking pool.
Yeah.
We get there. We swim. We hang out in the pool.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Shit
Eat
goes
pizza.
down. We eat pizza that I paid for. I don't remember paying for it. Somebody stole my card. That's fraud. That's fraud.
Yeah.
You guys owe me. You
signed for
fraudulent. Did I?
Oh no.
I don't remember.
Shit.
He has signed
anyway.
a bowling after bowling one night. He has signed a statement "fuck you" before. Like instead of
did.
signing your name,
Yeah.
you just wrote "fuck you."
We knew the bartender.
Yeah, we knew that,
For a little
yeah.
backstory, we knew the bartender. I thought it was funny, but
Because it is.
so we pay for all that stuff, and we'll go a year later.
Yeah.
Chubbs never got reimbursed. This bitch says it's my last day. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sure, leave.
Yeah.
We'll reimburse you.
Yeah.
Well, she up and quit.
We were
Nobody
too
got
drunk,
credit.
not thinking.
I didn't get a signed
any information.
receipt.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We're like, oh sweet, we're gonna reimburse. See you later. And so
Didn't even know her name.
so I paid for Chubbs' tab.
Yeah.
I paid for my bowling, my tab. I paid for all the liquor I broke.
Yeah.
I paid for the second hotel room because nobody got reimbursed. So I paid for the whole second hotel room.
Yeah.
And then the
Pizza.
whole the pizza. I guess I paid for the pizza. And then we went. I mean, it was cool because we were like a half a block from this really cool fucking live show we went to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was actually really fun, and we saw them again in Lincoln. That live show,
months
and
later,
the
yeah.
Walls thought it was stupid as fuck. She actually
great
left.
time.
She drove us all there, and we're like, "No, this is awesome."
Yeah, this band is like a cover band, and they like do some of their own stuff. Like, no, it's the best thing. It's so fucking
I was
cool.
like, we had so much fun.
This is still that Saturday night since we've been drinking since 7 a.m.
Jeez.
yeah.
So, which it was great.
Yeah.
So they go to Lincoln a couple months later, and he takes his
And
now wife.
these guys are like, "Yeah, dude, we're playing in Lincoln in a couple months." I'm like, "Sweet, that's where I live."
Yeah.
We're going there. So I take my wife. Chubbs meets me there. Our buddy Daryl that bowls with us, he goes up there. We all go there, and we're like, "Yeah, this is awesome." And Ashley's like, "This is dumb."
Like, they are so horrible.
So she dips out. Me, Chubbs, and Daryl are jamming out to this band we think is awesome.
So was it awesome?
Well, we think.
No, I thought they were
seen 'em.
good.
I haven't seen them.
I
Was
didn't,
it
Yeah,
just
we
shitty
haven't
when they
seen
came
I
them.
didn't
in?
go.
It
I didn't go the
but-
second time.
Oh.
I got 2 T-shirts from them, so I think they're good. But so shouts out to Joey because that night that Walls left because it was dumb. We stayed there for another 3 hours with Daryl, and then Joey came and took Daryl home, who lives in Lincoln, and took Chubbs home, who lives in Lincoln, and then took me all the way to Ceresco.
Damn.
So like sweet, but I had a great time. But you know, Walls is sober, and she's like, "These guys suck." She's like, "They suck so bad." We're
Like, I think she
this
was
is
like,
great.
like physically upset about it.
I don't know. She's like, "They suck."
I'm out for this. I'm out. Fuck you. I'm over.
But I got
Really?
T-shirts from these guys. Like, they gotta be good.
So she didn't like drive around for an hour, then circle the block to
No.
see if you're.
No. And then beat my ass. No, she didn't. But anyway, yeah, that's probably too long of that story.
No, that I
But
love
Fremont was rough. It cost me a lot.
Yeah,
of
Jesus.
So fun.
money.
That's why, because I know I had kind of mentioned it out there, but I don't remember all the details, and it's
Oh.
not my. That could be the worst 1, 2, 3 losing story
Yeah,
of all time.
I wrote that down.
An hour. Within a
Nice.
fucking hour. I think I lost like 300. Shut
Not to
up.
mention, like, yeah, people are like, yeah, like that's $300. Not to mention pride, like your pride gets fucked. Like you're.
Do you know what it's like to have a fucking 12-inch beard and like hang your head because you're gonna have to shave it?
Right? Yeah. Oh my god. Like
And
that's
then you're like,
as
okay,
bad
all I
as
have to
you
do is
can
pay a
get.
$50 tab.
Yeah.
I've been growing this for a year. I'll pay $50
Right.
to keep it.
Right. Oh. And I want to get in. I want to get in the beard. But yeah. But yeah, that's a horrible like. That's a shit luck story. That's awful. Like that's that's bad. That's as bad as you could get. Chubbs, like you were on fire.
No, dude, Chubbs,
Shouts to you.
that's payback for the bike cut.
I'm surprised you didn't get pegged with the Jack. That would have made it even better.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I know. And the thing is I
You'd
get.
have been like a Jedi.
And
or
the thing
something.
is because I obviously probably had the same conversation that he did. It was just like, don't spend too much money. I got that from JPEGs, and you cannot not buy it.
like we're going to fucking Fremont. Beers are $1. I'll spend like
They
$30
weren't $1.
for the whole weekend. Like
We're
no
not.
way.
Well, who was drinking beer? I think we were all drinking mixed
No,
drinks and
not.
shots.
Yeah, not once did we have a
It's
beer.
state bowling, of course. They're giving handshakes and shots.
Fuck. I came here thinking I was going to drink beer and I haven't touched it.
You know, so it's just like shit like that, man. We got a
That was
million
a great
stories
fucking
like that.
story.
Oh
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Fuck me.
Didn't you guys walk through
Fremont
Taco Bell
sucks.
drive-thru
Yeah,
that
me
night?
and Dave. You guys dipped out of that band early, and then me and Dave walked through Taco John's in the parking lot of the fucking hotel, which is, you know, genius.
Yes.
And so
Fucking potato olays with the nacho cheese. Dip that shit.
potato lays, I think that's Taco
Taco
John's.
John's. Oh, I thought you said Taco John's.
No,
He said Taco John's the second time.
Oh, yeah.
Did
He said Taco Bell then Taco John's, but I already knew what you're talking about. I'm not gonna correct him. But you're right, the fucking potato olays
Yes.
with cheese.
No,
Yes.
for real. But Taco Bell doesn't have potato lays, and me and Dave walked through Taco Bell. We met a couple other guys that were on foot. Most people were in
And
the
they
car.
served you, right?
They did.
Because it's
yeah.
fucking Fremont.
Yeah, no, they did serve us. But we were pretty drunk.
Again.
Fuck.
the
State
best.
bowling. Here's State Bowling 2018.
Yes, hopefully.
Let's go.
Yeah, good luck with that after.
I have your
actually hears
shirts.
this.
No, she knows. I think. But that's a few years ago, so we've we've rebounded from those debts.
Yeah.
Like,
Far.
did you go to college? No, I fucking went to Fremont.
No, dude, I got
Three years and paid it off.
$20,000 in debt, and what? Student loans? No, state bowling loans, man.
Dude, no, I love the story, and I love it for many reasons. Like, it's just a solid story, and then you get into the 1, 2, 3s, and then so right now I'm fishing again, more girls and thongs.
We're not. It's the same
fishing.
scene, isn't it? Or the same chick?
Same chick. I
It's
think
same
it's
chick,
awful.
yeah.
I'd
This must
smash
be
it.
like a few hour one.
Yeah. But no, I love the story. It's a great story. I love the 21 dice game. I do want to try that.
Oh,
sometime.
dude, it's so.
You got dice? Let's play right now. we got crown. Let's play.
But no, that's just a solid story. Just bad luck for you, Chubbs. You fucking
I think we
murdered it.
even was that the year we went to like 2 or 3 different places looking for dice.
Yeah.
Because like,
No, the Hy-Vee where we bought the liquor. Well, I bought the liquor for the second time. We bought more dice because we had lost some.
So good. I just had to get some.
What if we need to play again? So I bought more dice.
Yes, it's very smart. Very smart.
Boy.
It's absolutely phenomenal.
What are the time? What's the time?
Hour 20.
Hour 20. We haven't even touched on Chicago.
No, not
Really?
yet. I'll have to wait till he gets down here. So, how's your boy doing, man? How's being a
Great.
dad? I really
Oh.
haven't seen you since you've had him.
It's hard to describe. Like
Yeah.
everybody says it's cliche, but it's life changing.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. If you're a good dad.
As long as you're not my dad.
Oh,
But no, man, it's life changing. It's crazy. It's every day is an adventure. It really is. Which I don't have to tell you because you probably know by now.
Well, yeah, I
but-
mean, he's not really doing much at this point. I mean, he's only just a little over a month, so.
Yeah, we're just getting into like. I mean, Chubbs has seen them a lot. We were just talking about today. Like out of all of our friends that are there and our grandparents, Chubbs and Blair are the two that have seen Owen the most.
Oh yeah.
Because all the grandparents live super far away.
Right.
And he's pulling himself up now.
Yeah,
It's so
been
little
seeing
things.
that.
Like we're like, oh fuck, he poops every day at this time in the morning. Like
Yeah, instead of
he's
like
on a
3
schedule.
My man.
Like I have to change his shit diaper every day before I go to work. Like I know before we leave for daycare, he has a shitty diaper. Like I know. It doesn't change. I'm curious what tonight's gonna bring because it's time change. So instead of getting up at 7:30, if he wakes up at 7, he's gonna technically be at 8. So is he gonna actually shit before 10?
Probably not.
Like that's weird. Like that, my life revolves around when my son shits now.
That's awesome.
And shouts out to every single one of my friends, dude. Up until like I would say January 1st. Right around January 1st, me and Walls bought our first set of diapers.
Oh yeah, that's
Dude,
fucking
wow,
awesome.
right?
You went that long, yeah.
Dude,
Because I know,
Owen, yeah.
I know
He was
when
born in
Vito
April.
said, I know when Vito
Fuck.
said he went forever. So
Dude,
April to the next
January.
January, that's fucking phenomenal.
We didn't have to buy one. All the sizes matched up. The only time we had ever had to buy diapers, we bought like a size 1 package to go to daycare that he didn't even use.
Yeah. So we've
She's
already
like, oh, we
bought
never use
diapers.
these.
We've already bought diapers, but it's because he can't fit into ones yet. He's still small.
Oh.
So like he's still in. I think we're gonna finish these newborns now and then get him into ones. But yeah, if he went into ones, then we would probably be the same way. We're not using for that long. So that's I think that's probably the coolest thing. If any party that you do, if you do like the diaper keg party, because that's
100%.
fucking phenomenal.
Dude,
So-
we did the diaper keg, and what we spent. I mean, shouts out to all our friends, but we spent like what $200 in beer that day that we did that diaper party.
Yeah.
And we probably got like I almost want to venture to say almost $1,000 with the diapers.
Yeah, probably.
And so front $200, you get $1,000 worth of diapers.
Yeah.
And it just worked out great. Like everybody got the perfect sizes.
in the right amount.
We didn't
That's
have
awesome.
to worry. And anytime we had any extra, dude, the degenerate, he he benefited because he had Quinn a week after we had Owen.
Yeah, and she was smaller.
So
yeah.
we got out of the newborns.
That's awesome.
And Quinn could barely fit in the fucking newborns.
Yeah.
So we was like, hey, do you guys want these? Because what are we going to do with them?
Yeah,
Can't keep them for 3 years till we have another baby.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And so every time we have extras, when Owen moves
that's
up
awesome
size,
that it works like that.
we fucking ship them out, try to donate them, but why donate them to strangers when, Quinn can use them?
Yeah, because you're not going to keep them anyway. Yeah,
exactly.
Sure. That's fucking phenomenal that it worked
great.
out like that. Now if you just get a potty trained.
Dude, right? Hey, you're 11 months old. Use the fucking toilet.
Yeah. Vito said Maymay's finally potty trained.
Fine.
Like, well, not finally, but like she was peed potty trained forever, but then she would just go off and poop. So like she's still, but yeah, for like when I talked to him a couple days ago, and at that point it's been 3 weeks, so it's awesome. It's great. We just talk about kids stuck. I really haven't seen him since he's had. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, but it's only first. No, it's the first time I've seen you since G's been here. Yeah, because he's only a month old.
Well,
so.
Right, yeah, because I think, is it the last time I seen you was the NASCAR race?
I think so, yeah. It was back in
Jesus
October.
Christ.
Yeah,
I'm a horrible friend.
it's been way too long. Yeah, shit
Am I that
happens.
bad of a
We had to
friend?
move away.
Right.
Take me away from my friends. No.
God damn it, Jen. There, Martin quit the railroad.
Well, one thing that we definitely wanted to get into was, so we told about David, a lot of these stories are the best stories, and this doesn't even fucking touch when we lived with Harris, like on the 67th Street in Vito. Like these, we have a million stories.
You heard about all the fucking pranking.
Yeah.
You only heard the one side of the fucking prank. You haven't heard the receiving end of the foil.
Yeah, you gotta say
or the
that,
pickles. The pickles were way better than foiling.
No, they are, because for one, like I still was finding pickles for like years later.
My goal was when Martin moved to Kansas to find the pickles. I think he found them all by then. But, dude, those pranks in that house were rough.
Yeah. So yeah,
if we could have pulled that one off from Mercedes with the peanuts.
Yes,
that would have been fucking
That would have
money.
been the best of all time for sure. And I've talked. I won't go back into the pranks, but I want to know like your thoughts, like your reaction when you saw the 10.
I show everybody, and I think you touched on it on that one, but there's pictures, and all I could think, I knew. I walked in the fucking house, and everybody's in the living room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, guys?
And I don't know if you remember this, but I skipped class to be there because I knew he was going to be there.
Smart.
And I never
Night
skipped
class.
class. So he's like, hey, why are you here? I'm like, I just don't want to go to class. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep it straight, so I just like look back at the TV.
And I sat in the living room for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, I stood there for a minute.
I'm sure everybody's like not making eye contact.
Right? We had like three or four roommates at a time, and everybody's just gathered in the living room because everybody knew I was coming home. And I've been gone for 2 days. 2 fucking days. And I just come home and I'm just like chilling in the living room. I'm like trying to make conversation. Yeah. And I made a step towards like the hallway to go to my bedroom, but then I like stopped and like chatted with everybody. And looking back, like I remember everybody's like kind of like getting tense and then like sitting back down. And then I said, finally, oh yeah, let me go put my bag down and we'll come back and bullshit, you know?
I'm sure when he did that, I was like...
I get to my bedroom, all I see is this fucking like 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that says, you've been foiled by the fucking Batman. That's all it says. And I didn't even open the door. I just looked at it, I set my bag down on the floor, and I went back to the living room.
And I was like, have you seen it? What do you think? He's like, nah.
No, I was like, not opening the door. I said, I'm not going to open this fucking door.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I think even when you left, you said, like, I knew something
I was
was
like,
gonna
don't
happen.
fuck with me. Like, because we talked so much shit. Like,
And he had
fuck
fucked with
everybody.
me, that's why, because he did the post-it note
The post,
thing.
okay, I did like,
It wasn't even that great.
it was nothing. I barely even used 89 cents on post-it notes. And this motherfucker, I said, nope, I'm not going to open the door.
I'm a guy who uses a lot of aluminum foil because I grill and smoke stuff all the
So
time.
does
Aluminum
he.
foil is not cheap.
No,
That had to have cost.
I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
No.
That has to.
I did.
$40 a roll, Sam's Club.
Yep, I had our roommate at the time, Mercedes, she had a thing to Sam's Club.
Yeah.
So I went and we got, 500 feet? Is that how much was in it? I don't remember, but it was the big
don't know how
fucking
much I
industrial tinfoil. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be good. And then that one fucking emptied, and we were like either just halfway or just over halfway down the room.
Shit.
So I had to go fucking buy another one. And they were like $20 a piece.
Oh shit.
So luckily she had those cards, and we didn't go through the whole next one, but we went through most of it. So
Yeah, no, because I used the next one for a very long time.
yeah, because I gave him that. Like, I gave him the rest of the roll.
No, and I used it for a long time.
Yeah.
I did use it for a long time. That was great. But no, I got to the door, like, after it was like, oh, no, let's just go. Just open it up.
It's not that bad, I'm pretty sure I said.
No, you did. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so we're sitting there, and I open the door, and it's just silver. The whole fucking room is silver. If it's not silver, it's my wall or my carpet. Like, everything is silver. And there's pictures, and all I say, everything? Like, over and over, I was like, it's everything. And it was everything. Like,
I know, I've seen the pictures, but I can't imagine, like, in real life, it had to have been different.
Dude.
It had to have been...
I had, like, $4 worth of change on one of my TV stands. And it wasn't like quarters, it was like nickels, dimes, pennies. Every single one individually wrapped on the TV stand. All my Playboys at the time that I had, I still have them. But all the Playboy individually wrapped. Jesus. Back on the shelf, that was then wrapped.
Yeah.
My sock drawer looked like a baked potato bin.
Yeah.
Like you pull it out in a restaurant, it looked like baked potatoes. But they were my socks.
Jesus.
It was tough.
That's solid.
It was phenomenal, man. We had so.
It was good.
I'm glad.
It was good. It was good.
I love the story. I love even almost even more hearing your side of it. You know, like
yeah,
the receiving side.
Yeah, and so then because we had like Mercedes, like Harris, and we had some friends that came over and did that. So we get there. So then some time goes by, and I get ready to work, and I get this a text message. I think it was. He's like, "Hey, can you? I got to print off some like return labels. They're in my room. Can you go and bring them to me to work?"
That was the best. They fucking
brought
them to work.
So I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I grabbed them,
about that.
and I hand. I'm just gonna have Brent print them. Like I hand to him. He's like, he's just gonna print them off for me. I'm like, okay. Like I don't like. Why do you have to tell me?
Like
he's
return address labels.
Yeah, but
like
so he told me that. He told me that in the text message.
Yeah.
But then when I hand it to him, he goes, he's gonna print them off for me. He didn't specifically say, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like,
so then
Martin doesn't give 2 fucks.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So then we fucking leave. I think it was a military thing, which sucks because it fucking left my room unaccounted for like
2 weeks.
like 2 or 3
No,
weeks.
the 2 weeks is when I switched rooms.
Okay.
You were gone for a couple weeks. Is when you were gone for a couple days when I did the pickles.
And so because I've said it on here before, but my most hated food are pickles. I fucking hate pickles.
Okay.
And so what really happened is he gave it to our friend. Instead of putting his address on the return labels, he had him print little fucking pictures of pickles.
The entire return address label was a pickle.
Yeah.
One pickle. So
I fucking brought them
up.
so he could get them done. So that's why he's like, oh, he's going to print them off. And it all makes sense.
Yeah.
And so and then he printed off a bunch of other fucking pickles. And so shit is like hanging from my fucking roof. He has these fucking labels stuck everywhere. Like, I mean, I'm still finding shit like months, like a year later. I think I was moving something and I take down like this Batman puzzle that JPEGs and I had done together. And I take it off and on the back he had spelled in like the pickles. So, like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I just found these. And so, yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. It was way more of a pain in the ass than the 10-foot was. Because he like stuck around my computer, and those fucking labels don't peel off easily.
No.
You know, you fucking put them on my calculator for school, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like everywhere. So as much of a pain in the ass, that I think, and plus I helped him prank myself.
Right.
And that's fucking good.
That is good.
And I don't know if he left him there on purpose or if it just happened to work out that way. So knowing him, he probably left him there on purpose. So
in your head later. Yeah, and then that's like an extended one where you're still, finding it later. So yeah, that's a good one
yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Sure.
Because you never lived with any of us, right?
No.
So, yeah, man, we've been fucking friends for a long time, and so Rob got there and he started cooking in Applebee's, and Chubbs was a cook there for a while, and then I served there, and then I started hanging out with Rob because at the time his girlfriend and a girl I was just banging at the time, they were really good friends.
So let's talk about her for a minute. Let's stop this. Let's stop that.
So we got together, we would hang out.
What that mouth do?
And so we started hanging out, and then since he always worked with Chubbs a lot, and then and everybody from, I don't know if you've ever worked in a restaurant for like that.
I worked at Taco Bell, my first job ever.
But were you in high school?
I was 16. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then it probably really wasn't the same. So when and at the time, like, all of us are turning 21 and stuff like that, so we're all going out. Chubbs has been 21 for like a year.
At least.
Yeah. So then that's how we all get together. So then obviously we know Dave because Rob brought him into the circle. Like it's some initiation. Come to our circle. But brought him in. So then all four of us became. It's a circle. Like we all became best friends. And so then he's the one who gave me the flag for the off the ship.
Yeah, and
it's great because he gets he's my best friend. He didn't even bring me anything, and you get the American flag.
I love that story.
Yeah. That's Dave. So
well, I love the story because I Pags told me about it recently, within the last year, and I was like, oh, what ship was it on? And this and that. And he's like, I don't know. I should probably know that. And he did.
I wouldn't.
And he did. And he fucking came back with answers to it all. And I was like, okay, thanks. I
should have.
Now you sleep better.
Yeah, right.
But so we decide. So he's he's going through the Navy boot camp, and if anybody doesn't know, it's outside of Chicago.
Yep.
And so we decide to take it because we didn't do. Was it tubing that year? We decided not to go tubing.
We skipped tubing.
He's like, we don't want to spend the money. It's a lot. We're kind of all like, no joke, no fucking joke.
No, that was
the reason why I think part of it. And then he's just like, how about we go to Chicago to see Dave? Like he graduates, and I'm like, we're not going tubing. Like, save money, fuck it. Which for me, and I've said this a million times, it worked out for me because Chicago's a great fucking military town. So I didn't have to pay to get into the Sears building. Yeah, I didn't have to fucking pay to ride the bus. Like, I got a lot of free shit just for being in
Chicago. Hands down, one of the best military-friendly cities.
Yeah.
At one point in time, we all got into the bus for free except for Chubbs.
Yeah, it's true.
They didn't even question. Because I'd never want.
They probably knew he hates. They know Chubbs hates the military.
I would never lie about military. I would never try to get that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You sign the line. You sign the line. If you don't, it is what it is.
You got a Delta Force beard, but you don't want to do stolen valor.
Exactly.
They just assume.
And at the time, he didn't have that beard.
Okay. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
And so we all got on a bus, and Dave was the first one to get on the bus, and he's like, here's my ID. You get free bus rides. He's like, here's my ID. Marty got on. He's like, do you need to see my ID? And he said, no. I got on, and he said, go ahead.
Yeah.
And Chubbs got on. He's like, I need to see your ID. But it was
because I was drilling obviously at the time, so I had the haircut and stuff, and he was
I didn't have a beard at that point.
Yeah, he didn't have a beard and stuff, and he always.
I'm always fat. I'm too fat.
They seen Chubbs, they're like, he's not.
Okay,
he's not.
See some proof here, bud.
And he always kept his hair short, so I mean it made sense. The thing is, he didn't use it, and it's more of he wasn't using the military to not. It's just he didn't want to pay, which I don't blame him.
I want to do stolen valor, but at the same point, if they're gonna just give it to
I'm
me, I'm not gonna say
excuse me,
no.
Absolutely,
I did not.
Yeah, and so I was like, 100%. I would. I can do that for anybody if I could.
Right.
So. Yeah, and so that was fucking great, and that's
fucked up. You should have been like, you know what, this is fucking discrimination. Profiling.
Fuck that.
It's age discrimination.
Yeah. Should have threw Rob under the bus, literally.
What about that
guy? What about him?
See his idea.
Shit.
So we get there. We end up going to the Navy Pier because we waiting for Dave to get there, and we just fucking head up the Navy Pier.
Honestly, we didn't go to the Navy Pier before Dave got there.
No, we didn't. I thought we met. Isn't that where we met him?
Yeah, but we went to that place where we got $14 chips and salsa.
Yeah. We just waited. Yeah, because we were like.
So we
fucking
met
starving.
Dave at the Navy Pier.
Right. I forgot about that fucking chips and salsa because I paid for that. So.
Well, good. Somebody had to. I was broke as fuck.
Yeah.
My wife got us a room for $30.
Yeah, she worked at a hotel
at
the time. So we used her discount and stayed outside of Chicago. We had to take a train, which is important because it's important to the story. So we had to get to the train. To get back to our hotel, and I'm like, it's like $30 a night, not a piece, like fucking total.
Jeez,
yeah,
so
that's crazy. Chicago,
which is great.
Yeah.
So, but we had to stay out. I'm like, that's fine. We probably shouldn't stay again because we were broke. Stay super late in the fucking city and pay for all this shit.
Oh yeah.
And so we do that. Then we go to the fucking place. We're like, geez, I got some chips and salsa. And can we get a drink? And I figured,
do you guys just have some chips and salsa?
A lot of places that shit's free.
Yeah, exactly. That's where we're at.
We're like, hey,
at
we're just
most,
trying to waste
maybe
some time.
$3.99.
Yeah,
Maybe.
right.
We're just trying to waste some time. Y'all got some chips and salsa?
Yeah.
Like, in your trash can? Can you just spare it?
Right.
Yeah.
What can we do?
Get the fucking ticket. I was like, God damn, why are my drinks so? I had
Jesus
one
Christ.
fucking drink. Chips and salsa were $14.99.
What kind of chips and what kind of...
Just corn chips and like fucking Walmart salsa.
Yeah, dude,
God.
it's
It was
fucking
garbage.
Awful. I was so fucking pissed. I paid it. I was like, Ross, you gotta pay $14.
God, joke's on me later, right, Trev?
So we fucking do that. Then was it the same night, or did we stay one night before we met Dave?
No, that was the same day because we went from there to the Navy Pier.
Okay, so yeah. So then we go to the Navy Pier, and then Dave shows up. This is where shit gets foggy for me.
I think we just kind of fucked around the Navy Pier for a little bit, and then.
Well, we were like, where are we gonna eat for real? And we were like, oh, let's just sit here and maybe try to get some food. And I was like, oh, hey, I think Dave's getting close. So I dipped out, and I met Dave, and I came back to see you guys at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And that's where we literally ate.
Yeah, that's
And it was right after we ate is when we went and walked down.
They started walking, and Chubbs and I were like, "Oh, sweet vodka, watermelon Slurpees."
Yep.
That was the second night.
No, that was the same. Well, the first day
Because the first night we went to what's called Wrigleyville or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so yes.
Sorry.
So this is where this is where I do the Cat Williams guide. This is night one. So this is where that Cat Williams story, which I won't go back through it.
No, for me, I prefer you do it.
Okay, all right.
But you don't have to.
All right, I will. It's a good story. So we go to the fucking outside of Wrigley Field. It's a bar attached to it or whatever. We're fucking
Only
dancing.
guy in the wheelchair.
This guy in a wheelchair, and like he's fucking dancing. You know, he's a black dude. He's fucking drinking, and we're out fucking dancing, going back. And we're like, oh, we fucking probably need to get back to the hotel, or the bar's closed at whatever time it was. And like everybody's going to another bar, and then that's when we go outside. We're just sitting there. And I don't know what Rob and Dave are doing, but
Nobody ever knows.
Yeah, but I'm sitting there.
Crown's going around.
Yeah, and
What?
and Chubbs is standing next to me, and this is how I remember. I don't know if it's just I made this up in my mind, but this is how you tell me if this isn't what happened. But Chubbs standing next to me, and I'm just staring at the guy in the wheelchair. And I was like, I have to say something to him. I just have to say something to him. But I feel somebody looking at me, and I look at Chubbs, and Chubbs goes, "Don't do it." That's true, right?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah. And I was like, I have to. And at the time, I was going through a phase where I'd get really hammered and I would talk like Cat Williams, because I love Cat Williams.
That's a legit face.
Yeah. Yeah, we lived together, and it was okay.
Okay.
It was okay at times. So then,
At best.
Yeah, at best. And when I was doing all the time, like now it's awful.
I want to do it again.
So I go up, I stand over the guy, and I was like, "Listen, sir," I was like, "You're the only one in a wheelchair, and you still get all the bitches on, or whatever the fuck I said."
You still get all the bitches.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You still get all the bitches, and then that's when it just like paused for like it was 2 seconds, but it was like 90 minutes.
Right.
This motherfucker's just looking at me.
Yeah, just looking up at me, and then he just fucking
Because
looks.
he's in a wheelchair, he's looking up.
Yeah, it has to. And I know I'm short, but he's still in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And it's not decked out. It doesn't have like 22s on it or anything. And so he looks up, and he just goes, "My nigga." And he just like throws the arm hug on it. And I was like, "Whoa!" And then like, I think that's probably when you heard us yell.
Well, we heard a commotion.
Yeah. And they
I was
come
like,
over.
Mars getting shot.
I'm like,
That was a big sigh of relief for me.
It's Chubbs like, "God damn," so you probably followed me over there,
Yeah.
I'm sure. And then he has like some friends, and so he's like, "Oh," and then he's just like fucking, saying, "It's like I just met these guys. These guys are fucking cool." And like we're talking, and you guys come over, and like his buddies are wearing like tank tops, and they're wearing like sweatbands, like Jordan sweatbands, and like wife beaters.
Yeah.
You can't make that up.
Shit like that. And so back in Lincoln, every time we would go out, we had a phase where when people were pouring out the bar, we'd be like, "Hey, give me 5," or like, "Hey, just give me a hug. You want a free hug?" And just be fucking completely hammered, just giving people hugs. And so we were trying to do that here, and these fucking people are like, "What do you do? You can't do that here." Like, no, that's weird. He's like, "No, I tell you, it's the easiest way to hit on a chick. We'll show you." I think that's how it went, right?
Something like that.
And then, so we're doing it, and
It's kind of a blur.
yeah. So we're like giving people hugs. The guy's like, that's fucking weird. And
That shit works for you? It's because you're white.
yeah. And so they're saying they're still dropping the N-bomb to us.
Yeah.
And then didn't the guy in the headband try to get you to say it? Right?
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. He kept saying it. But I grew up, like, I went to Omaha Benson for a couple months, well, a couple of years. And I had one real good friend that I always said that to. And I had a bad experience one time. And so I try not to, I joke about it here and there. But if a black guy's like, how, dude, you can do it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm like,
That's a trap.
We literally just fucking met you.
That's a trap.
I don't know.
Oh, right.
I had a bad experience.
Yeah. And obviously, it's fucking 2 a.m. in Chicago.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
before Chicago's murder rate was up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So it was already up.
I
promise.
Yeah. So we're fucking talking to these guys. They finally get Rob to say it. He says that.
not
They were
that
cool
hard.
as fuck. Yeah, no, they were cool as fuck. They're like, oh, we're going to go to this bar.
What exactly did you say?
Nigga.
You can say it because we have a half black guy here.
Yeah. You only half black.
Yeah.
It don't
Cool.
count.
No, I love it. Love it.
don't
We just
count.
want to know. People
Yeah,
want
it
to know
don't
what
count.
exactly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that's what I
I
said.
said nigga.
Yeah. So at this point, we're like, fuck, we stayed too late. We missed the train.
Oh.
Remind you, we need to take the train to get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
We're like, we need to bargain. Rob, being the fucking master bargainer, like, we need to have him bargain to get us a low rate for somebody to take us back.
Taxi cab.
Like a taxi cab. That's not like fucking, because hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
The
Like,
first guy asked is like $125. We're like, get real.
Yeah.
The next guy asked was like $240.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
And there's 4. Yeah. And overplayed that. And there's 4 of us. So we're like, if we have to split, whatever. Again, we're still broke. But
No, but
Hardcore broke.
What? The train stopped running?
yeah,
Yeah,
they stop at a certain time. They don't go all.
Yo, Red Eye only goes to the airport, right, Chubbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
That's coming out.
Yeah, so it doesn't run. Like, if you're not on the train by, and I want to say it's like midnight or.
I want to say like 12, 12:30, something
yeah,
like that.
but we closed the bar down at 2
Yeah.
or 1:30 or whatever the fuck. It was past, so there's just no way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, we need to get back there. So at this point, he's like trying to bargain with a bunch of other people. And then don't you go back to the original guy? Or maybe I don't fucking know.
No, it was your original homie in the wheelchair.
Right. So he's talking.
I was like, "Fuck, dude, how do I get a good rate around here?" He's like, "I'll show you." And he turns his back to the road and he like wheels backwards. No shit, you know, it's like a moonwalk in his wheelchair. He turns his wheelchair backwards and he just backwards right into the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah.
And there he is, face to face with the cab driver.
Yeah.
But like this is the hood, and he goes, "Hook up my niggas."
like just fucking on the hood.
Pounds on the hood of this cab.
And did that work?
Yeah. To this day, his name is Seal.
The cab driver's name is Seal.
Yeah?
He's like, yeah, I'll take you. And it was super fucking cheap.
I think it was like $40. I think just $10 a
I'll
piece
take
or
you where you
something
need
like
to
that.
go.
Yeah, we're just gonna shut the meter off. We'll give you this. And he's like, okay. And so, so then,
No,
and then
seriously.
so like you take us back to the hotel, and then he's gotta take Dave to the fucking base because Dave's trying to go back to the base.
So he drops us 3 off at the hotel, and they has to take Dave to the base, right?
Yeah.
And all he was getting charged was a flat rate for everything.
Jesus.
And I was like, shit, all right.
Yeah,
So we get pulled over on the way.
yeah.
Okay, so now we're getting into the cab.
Yeah, no, just listen. Yeah, so this guy's name is Seal.
Okay.
And he's not from America. He's a fucking phenomenal dude.
Dude, it was great.
Yeah, but he was great. Broken English, very, very dark.
Very
fellow.
broken.
Very suspicious.
So we're talking. So we're getting in.
Scars on his forehead.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Chubb sits up front, and Rob, Dave, and I sitting back.
That's important.
And it's a very important story. You can't make any of this whole fucking trip. This happened over 3 days or whatever.
Shit, dude.
And so We're going, and then fucking Seal missed the exit like 12 times in a row. I swear to God. Literally, it's probably like 2 or 3 times the same one. He's like, "Oh, GPS says here," and he would fucking miss it, just go straight. I'm like, "God damn it!"
Probably because you're going 90.
Yeah, we just get. Rob kept going. God, thank God we shut the meter off. Like saying that out loud. It's like, thanks, Seal. I appreciate it because he always loves to push the envelope. So then we get pulled over because he's going on like 80 and like a 50 or whatever the fuck it is.
Pulled over. Like, straight up pulled the fuck over.
Take it from your point of view, Chubbs.
Chubbs in the passenger seat.
Front. He was going at least 90. Gets pulled over. We're on the interstate, or I think we're on the interstate. We have no idea where we are at whatsoever.
He's probably trying to figure out a plan how to murder and rape you guys. Thank God the cops came.
Yeah.
Or else, you know.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Chubbs.
So
100.
we get pulled over, and I start swearing. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because you've been smoking PCP all night.
No.
Oh.
I had a warrant out for my arrest. I'm sitting in the passenger seat.
From the DUI. From the bike
It all comes together. It all comes
Can't make
together.
this up. So the cop comes up and he doesn't go to the because we're on the interstate. He goes to the passenger side. So he's at Chubbs' window, and Chubbs, you can see Chubbs. He's like,
Oh,
he's like, what if he asks for ID?
He's
and
like,
he runs it.
motherfucker.
He's like,
Do I kill this guy?
Yeah.
You guys cool?
Because
We burying this guy?
Chubbs goes, I am not going to county jail in Chicago.
No.
Like, I'm not.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
So he's sweating. We're dying laughing because we know he has a warrant out. Because he had mentioned it multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, not just like, we can't get in trouble
Yeah.
on this shit. I can't go to jail in Chicago. So this cop, we get the lights hit, and he pulls over, and we're just like, and then he walks up to his side of the cab, like, oh my God. And I don't remember it was the first thing, but he's like, well, I think probably what's going on or whatever.
You ever had your shit pushed in? That's what the cop said.
That reminds me of a joke.
Chubbs.
I'm gonna write this down.
Chubbs. That's a fancy name. So then he like shines the light on Seal's book bag. He has a book bag.
What's in the bag, homie?
Guy's like, "What's in the bag, homie?" And he's like, "Books." I was like, "Okay." Ends up, he just gets a ticket, right?
No.
No, he.
If you're over a certain amount, you get your fucking license taken on the spot.
Yeah, that's how it is.
right.
So Seal took Seal got his license revoked on the spot.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
And they're like, I'm sure your tourist wanted you to speed, but now you lost your license. And we're like, no, dude, we don't give a fuck.
We're like, "Hey, don't blame us. We told him to slow down."
Yeah, his meter's off. I don't
So
give
now
a
you're
fuck.
throwing him under the bus.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
we don't even
yeah.
know him. He's a terrorist.
Fuck
He's been
Seal.
yelling, "Allah,
Arrest him. Just give me his car so Chubbs can get home.
I'm sweating, just stiff the entire time, straight forward. Cops
Stiff, huh?
6 inches from my face.
Yeah.
I was
Pun
like, God
intended.
damn it.
Yeah, and he's just like, "I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to county jail in Chicago." And we're fucking.
I
just
can't.
dying
I can't. I think that was his words. I cannot go to jail in Chicago.
My ass can't take it. It's not going to take it.
Could you imagine? That'd been so great. So I mean, he doesn't check our
for you.
IDs. He,
Okay.
he doesn't check our IDs. We
None
go.
of us, because we're just tourists.
Yeah. So he finally drops us off, and that's pretty much the end of that night, right? That I remember at this point.
Poor
So-
Dave
Yeah.
had to go all the way back to base with this
Yeah.
Seal guy all on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys heard from him since then.
Dave?
Seal or Dave?
Because I'm sure he was probably driving around the city just like, I'm going to rape and murder these guys. Or murder and rape these guys. Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, thank God.
All the above.
CPD fucking saved you.
Finish it.
Oh, no.
Finish it. 1, 2, 3.
See bubbles. So we're seeing.
Chubbs, finish it.
Excuse me. So that was night
There it is.
one. There she blew.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, update.
Less than 2 hours.
Less than
Smashed
2
it.
hours. Ball gone, bitches.
0.75.
Plus,
Damn.
we've all been. I mean, we were passing a Crown bottle around, but we've all been drinking
Yeah.
our own
Nobody-
drinks.
Ain't that big a deal.
Nothing.
Nope.
I'm still sober.
And so, like I said, that was night one. And then we go.
Night 1 of 4.
Damn.
Yeah. And so, no, there's plenty more stories. We're not done in
Oh, no,
Chicago.
good,
yet.
good.
So I don't remember really what happens the next day.
Well,
Like the
next
day
is-
day.
Well, the day.
We just kind of go out and just
Well,
kind
we
of.
walked to your car that day.
Oh, yeah, because we had to
Because
go.
we Seal took us to the hotel, so me and you walked to your car,
Yeah, because we had to drive to the
station.
train station.
Okay.
So, which you had overnight parking, and it was fine. So we had to walk to the train station. We're not going to spend
Chubb
money.
slept in.
Yeah, and we went and got it, helped walk off the hangover and stuff.
Yeah,
That's right. Took it back, probably ate and stuff, and hung out.
Something like that. And then we went. I think this day 2 is when we got the nachos. I don't fucking remember, but we were at the Navy Pier, and that's when like all the great shit went down.
So
all the great shit went down day fucking 2.
Yeah.
Because Dave didn't have to go back to base.
Yeah, he didn't have to go back to base. So
Dave stayed at the hotel with us.
Yeah. So we're like, all right, we're all
Poor
together
bastard.
or whatever. So we're on Navy Pier. I don't remember what. It's getting close to dusk at this point. And we're like, Chad's like, oh, vodka, watermelon slushies. Let's go get some. And
I mean,
then
they were like, Bush Light? Okay.
yeah. So they get it, and then I'll let you take it because this is when you worked your deal.
Oh. I just told a story at work the other day because someone was like, oh, I'm going to Chicago in a couple weeks. I was like, go to the Navy Pier. Well, I'm a okay, so I've been a salesman like by heart for a long time.
Okay.
As you told me, my ice fishing huts, I just
sure.
told you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I work for sales, for legit. I get paid to be in sales.
Nice.
So we were in Chicago, and these guys were getting their fucking lips painted pink by these watermelon slushies.
Facts.
Blue, actually. It was blue.
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
picture, it was blue,
yeah.
So me and Dave sat back and got, like, beer, and I walked past the Majestic boat. They do like midnight tours on the Lake Michigan or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good because I suck at geography.
Yeah, you do.
That was really good. Yeah. So anyway,
It's probably not that. We're probably all wrong.
yeah, right.
It's like, ew,
So-
you dick.
So there's this boat. They do like midnight tours.
Right.
They do 4-hour tours, such and such money. You get a free buffet, free dessert buffet, and free so many drinks.
Yeah, we just had 8, right?
And we're like, money. Yeah, we just ate, so we don't give a fuck about the buffet.
Okay.
Irony, because we're all fat. So,
Not then.
well,
Well, you guys were.
Yeah, that comes into play later too.
touche. The wife, Walls, I love you. Shouts out, Walls. She hates when we talk about Chicago because that's like, I just got a thing on my memory. It was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
No, more than that. Was it 8? Yeah, 8 years ago.
All right.
That's fucking
And
insane. Since this trip.
I meant to bring my $1 bill. We were all ripped in half.
Yeah.
It's in my truck,
Allegedly.
but we brought the wife. No,
Yeah.
it
No,
really
that we
happened.
ripped the bill in half.
It legitimately happened. 2 bills we ripped in half, so we all had a half. Anyway, so we're on the pier. These guys are going ahead getting their fucking foo-foo slushies,
Yeah.
whatever. And shouts out Mikey, whatever. And so me and Dave were like, fuck it, let's just like walk by these boats and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And I see this boat that said 4-hour tour, like $165.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck, dude, I wanted to go on one of these, but $165, that ain't gonna work.
No.
That's way too fucking
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
So we walk by, and it says departure time, like 6 p.m. Well, it was like 5:30.
Okay.
So we walk by, and this guy's like, oh, come on, we're leaving in half hour, whatever. And I'm like, you want to cut your price in half? He's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, wait, what? And we're like, so I went back and I talked to this guy. He was on the Majestic. I remember that because I still have pictures. The Majestic. And I went back and I talked to him a little bit. I was like, I tell you what. I was like, how about $25 a person we get on this boat?
Mm-hmm.
Normally $100 and some bucks.
Right.
He's like, I said, $25 a person we get on this boat.
Cash.
He's like, I don't know, man. I was like, listen, we don't need to eat the buffet. We
Yeah.
just ate.
Yeah.
I was like, we'll pay for our drinks because I was thinking it was like whatever it was, $169.99. You get 4 free drinks, the buffet, dessert buffet, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I said, we don't need the buffet. We
Yeah.
just ate. The dessert buffet, maybe.
Yeah, keep your options open.
Right.
Maybe
Yes.
we'll get some
Smart.
cheesecake.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I was like, we'll pay for our drinks. Who cares?
Yeah.
And so we did. He said, okay, $25 a person. I said, what? He said, yeah. I ran to
Yeah.
chase these guys down. And I said, hey, this guy's going to let us on this boat 4 hours. It's only $25 a person.
Yeah.
They're like, really? I said, yeah, we just got to pay for our own drinks. Okay, no big deal, right? Mm-hmm. So we all get on the boat. It launches off the dock. We're stuck for 4 hours.
Yeah.
We go. I was like, I'll get the first. I was like, I'll get the first round. I'll get the first round, right?
Yeah.
Fucking first round was like $60. One
fucked us.
It was like $12 a drink.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, how much is a beer? And they're like, oh, $6.50. I was like, what? How much is like an adios motherfucker is what we drank back then.
Okay.
It was like all liquor with like a splash of Sprite.
Yeah.
I was like, how much is that? They're like, the same? I was like, that's what we want.
Yeah, because it was just like a set price for regardless of what you
got. Yeah.
Which I learned later is that it was all one price for everything.
Okay.
So we got like shit ton of liquor with like a splash of Sprite for the same amount as like a beer.
Okay.
And we're like, fuck yeah, let's do that. So it was like $60 a round. We each bought like 2 rounds.
Yeah.
But we're on this boat.
Which we could have paid just to get on the boat.
Right? But that's legit because I don't know how many. It wasn't free drinks all night for that price.
Yeah.
It was a certain amount of drinks. So I think in the long run we came out ahead.
Yeah.
The fact that we paid $25 to get on this boat, and we went way out into the whatever sea that was, lake that was. And
that was Michigan.
Yeah. And we seen fireworks. It was awesome. And, and Aaron and Dave got married that night. Chubb's first name is Aaron.
And he hates it.
But our other buddy's name is Dave. And so I went down and there was a wedding party and I said, hey, can we give shouts out to Aaron and Dave? They just got married. And they were thinking like E-R-I-N. Aaron. So they did. They gave shouts out to Aaron and Dave. And we all danced to the song.
Yeah.
The bride's mom came up because she was all excited about the way that we danced.
Yeah, so like we were like dancing, we were fucking like overly drunk.
Doing the sea walk.
Yeah.
Just fucking, it's a
White
fucking,
boys
the
doing
party
sea walk.
like around us. Everybody's just like kind of just looking.
We
They
were the
start
shit.
dancing. It's like, oh fuck, let's go.
Yeah.
So then the
trying to
bride's
get a
mom, came up. She's like, oh, you guys are awesome. We're having so much
I
fun.
was like, how old is you?
Jesus, dude, you can't ask that. Why not? But she was like getting down with us. It was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, it was great. It was so much fun. And so we left the boat and we're like, shit, dude, it's getting late. The last bus ride to the train station is in like an hour.
We can't ride with Seal again at this point.
I was like, we got to get back to the fucking train and to get back to the car so we get to the hotel. Like,
and the hotel stuff weren't that far, or the hotel and the car or the train station weren't that far away, so it wasn't bad.
Once we got to the car, we were only like 10 blocks from the hotel, but we were like a 20-minute train ride from like downtown Chicago to the fucking car.
Okay.
So we're like, all right, bet we just gotta get to this fucking car or to the train in order to get to the car, right?
Yeah.
So we get off the boat finally. After all, I mean, it was a great fucking time. Don't get me wrong, but we finally get off the boat. And we run through Navy Pier, say hi to a few people, and they're like, oh, you stupid fucking Navy guys, blah, 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 blah. We get to the bus, we get on the bus.
I totally forgot about that.
The bus? You forgot about the bus?
Till just now. So I was jumping ahead in the story in my head, so.
We hop on the bus, right?
Yeah.
And this bus, the 4 of us are on it.
I get on for free.
I got on for free.
I didn't.
So we all get on this bus. Chubbs had to pay. We all get on this bus and we're sitting in the back and there's these 2. It doesn't matter, but they were 2 little black kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, bitch, because they're tired.
Yeah.
Bitch, because they just want to go home and go to bed. And we're loud.
Yeah.
Like we just got on this boat.
Right.
We fucking ran all the way down the pier.
Yeah.
And we made it to this bus to get to the train station, blah, blah, blah. We're hyped up. And so we're all having a good time. I'm like, fuck, dude, we're running out of time to get back to the train.
Yeah.
So I go up to the driver.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to disturb the driver.
Right.
I get up to the driver and I'm like, hey, dude, what time are we getting to the train station?
Yeah.
We're going to make this train. He's like, no. He says, you're not going to make the train. If you ride this bus to the train station, you're going to be about an hour late.
Jesus.
Because that's how many stops he had to make.
Okay.
It wasn't far.
Right.
Distance-wise,
Looking
wasn't
back
far.
at it, he's probably lying to us.
Oh, yeah,
He's probably
he's
his neck turned
100%
right around the
lying.
corner.
He's 100% lying.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so,
I don't know.
Yeah, so
I don't know if I believe that he was lying.
Either way, it was close enough to get there on foot.
And I said, hey,
stops.
how can we get there in 20 minutes? He said, well, if you're fast, you could run. And I said, is it in running distance? And he said, well, if you're fast. And I said, okay. And so I go back to these guys and I said, hey, we're not going to make it. We got to fucking run. And they look at me as if I was, don't use the R word, but I was retarded. And so I'm like, no, we got to run. So we hit the button to stop on the bus.
Yeah.
And I said, let's go. And I shit you not.
Like, swear to God.
As the doors open,
Yeah.
for us to get off, everybody clapped. No, dude, they like applaud us to get off the fucking
No
bus.
shit.
Yeah.
We were that we were that obnoxious.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're like, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would
let's
be
go.
horrible if you were on that bus. I understand.
Okay.
Like, I'm not pissed off at him at all. But
I'm I'm cool with it. So we book it.
All right.
We hit foot. We book it off
Yeah.
this, except for Chubbs and Dave. So we're running. We're running. What I thought, I was in the lead, which is weird because I'm not a runner at the time. Martin was in the Army. He can run the 2 mile. Blah blah blah. I'm leading it. I thought I was leading it because like I could run.
like his adrenaline was going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was leading it because nobody knew where they were going.
Yeah, so I just stayed right behind him. I just followed him. Like, I thought he knew where he was going. And he's running the whole time. I'm like, how come nobody's passing me?
So, small thing is we ran, and underneath, I remember this part specifically because we ran, and there's monorails going above us.
Yeah.
But I ran, and I crossed, like, the one way, and then as we crossed, like, the pillars for the monorail, there's a taxi, like a fucking Scion Square.
Yeah.
Was coming with a taxi.
fuck.
Well, I ran,
Yeah.
and, like, I, like, high-stepped it so I didn't get ran over. And I shit you not, like, it was, like, a split second. It was, like, me, the fucking taxi, and then Martin. Like,
shit.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Because it was like
fucking
when you know when you're
split
running,
second.
you hear this. Then it's like he went into the long or like the triple jump. Like
Yeah.
he just takes longer strides
Yeah.
to get across. And it's just like Rob taxied me. Like
Oh,
it's just
shit.
fucking it's like that quick. Because I saw it. I
Jesus.
started slowing down. I'm like that could have been fucking bad. We didn't
How
get
did
this
none
straight.
of us fucking hit this cab?
Yeah.
Right now.
Or he hit one of us for
Yeah.
sure.
And then we start looking, and fucking Chubbs and Dave are gone.
Yeah.
Dunzo.
Just nowhere to be found.
Where did they go? Nobody knows. So me and Martin run. We run. And we cross the bridge, which is the canal, which I knew at the point where the train station was by the canal. I knew that point.
Okay.
So we cross the canal, and we get to some point, and I stop, and I was like, I think the train station was right here by the canal.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm following you.
Yeah, and the whole time because we got a group picture taken
Yeah.
on the boat,
Yeah.
and so I bought it, so I have it and I'm running, and like when we realized they were gone, we're just running by people. I'm like, have you seen these guys? Okay, bye. We're like yelling at people, where's the train station? We're like, it's over. Like people are helping us, like they can tell we're in a panic. Like,
So we crossed the river. No train station to be found. So we went down a block. We crossed the river back the way we came. Still no train station to be found. We crossed the river again. And then this time we found the train station, but we're like on the opposite side of the train station.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it. Here's the train station, but we got to go like clear the fuck around to get to the entry point. And this whole time Martin's holding this fucking picture. Have you seen these guys? Okay. And so we pull up to the front, what we thought was the front doors, but we were like a block and a half away from the actual entry point, and it was locked, like fucking chains, locked. And I'm like,
and it's like we're minutes away from not making it at this. I mean, we're fucking like cunt hair away.
All right.
Like anything goes wrong, and this is what like we're not gonna make
We're
it.
fucked.
Yeah.
All of this because we
Yeah.
ran around the same block 4 times probably.
I'm looking at the front doors, and there's a fucking chain around the door, like the fucking door. They're chained shut.
Yeah.
And there's a railing, like a 4-foot high railing. And I look over the railing, and there's like fucking glass for like a block.
All right.
And if you look down the glass, there's like 4 stories down is like the fucking monorail.
Okay.
Like where we need to go.
Okay.
And I look at that glass, And I look at the doors that are chained. I look at Martin. I said, I think we need to go like right just around that fucking corner. Like if we would go over this glass and around the corner, that's where we need to go. And he's like, I'm following you. So I said, fuck it. We jumped the rail.
Instead of going completely around, which we would have never
made it. We were on this glass that's like 4 stories above the fucking subway. Yeah. And so we're like on the glass. We're like glass. And then we like go 1 foot on the glass, 1 foot on the building. Yeah. So we're like glass, building, glass, building, glass, building. Just fucking like scissor stepping it like a half a block to get to the road. And then we hit the edge of the building. We didn't fall through the glass. Good. We hit the edge of the building. We run through. We get down into the subway area. Hop on the train. And I shit you not, it's like a movie. We got on the train and the door shut. Jesus. Yeah. Like almost cut the back of Martin's shoes off. Like it was
legit that fucking close.
And so we get there. We're high fiving.
Oh
we're high fiving, and then we're like, where the fuck are the other two? Where the fuck are that? Yeah. Nobody has signal. Nobody knows. I mean, we're on a train. We gotta know where the fuck.
And we've been out all day. Phones were probably dead anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So. We'd get on this train. We're high fiving each other. Everybody's like, shh, not again. Like motherfucker. Like we're hyped up. Like what the fuck's going on? But these guys are nowhere to be found. Right. Nowhere to be found. Where the fuck?
This is great because we're like hyping, we're fiving, and like the guy who walks by to see tickets, he's like, "You two, calm down." And Rob's like, "Does he know us?" But he was like, he said it in like it wasn't like a dick way, like it was like I guess the way I see it, like he was like, "Yeah, they're having fun or whatever."
Yeah. You guys need to calm down.
Yeah. So we're on the train to go back, and like I said, we're not for sure where these guys are, and so we see these. We're in the cart. And Rob's like, I'm gonna go in the back. We're gonna get this fucking.
Like, let's get this.
There were some people like yelling, like, "Oh!" Because some people were clapping with us, like, "Oh, we're glad you made it!" Like that's fucking awesome because they saw it happen. Yeah. Like her and because we're not quiet, and it's like I'm gonna go talk to them. So we're like separate. We're talking.
No, he's like, I'm gonna go get the back of the car. You get the front of the car. We'll get them hyped up.
That's right.
We're gonna get them on our side. And Mark's like, I'm going to the back of the car. Let's go. Well, these girls behind us. And we're like, let's get them on our side first. Yeah, they'll help hype this up, So we're talking to them. We're like, hey, did you see what just happened? Blah blah blah. Like, let's go. They're like, where do you guys live? They're like, oh, we're from like fucking Poland or something.
Yeah, we're like, whoa, we gotta talk to you.
We're like, whoa, okay, you're from Poland. What the fuck you doing in Chicago? Like, and then we're like, hey. We're from Nebraska. Are you going to Nebraska? Yeah. Like, oh, dude, we should get your number. Let's like hang out in Nebraska.
And we had girlfriends at the time, but like literally because we were just hammered. Like, oh, that'd be fucking sweet to hang out. And they're kind of like laughing, looking at each other and stuff. I'm like, no, you guys, they just seem like college kids.
Dude, you're from Poland. If you're in Nebraska, dude, let me show you. Like,
for sure.
Come to Lincoln. Let's show you.
You're that way. Like if you meet somebody new.
Let's show you where to go in Lincoln, right? Mm-hmm. And we're like, are you coming to Lincoln? And they look at us and they're like, I don't know. And they look across the car. They're like, hey, Dad. Dad, are we going to Lincoln, Nebraska?
And he just goes, Dad? Like a crunch, like, Dad? They were like 18, I think, and 16 or something. It was fucking bad. And he's like, no, we're not going to Lincoln.
We're leaving Chicago. We're going to like get fucking out Lincoln. Yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, side story there. And then, so we get where we need to go. We hype up the whole crowd. We get to Martin's car, Leslie.
Yeah, shouts out Leslie.
Yeah. And we're like, where the fuck is Chubbs and Dave?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they at? And, we don't know. We literally have zero idea where they are. We get in Martin's car, Leslie, and we're like, all right, let's fucking blow these guys' phones up, figure out where the fuck they are. Finally, one of them answered, like, we're on the red eye. We're going to the fucking Chicago airport.
You take it to from like when we disappeared. Like, what's your...
So back to the bus. Okay. Get off the bus. There's an immediate turn around a corner. I remember the corner. Rob's gone. Martin's gone. Dave's gone.
Taxi's gone.
I turn the corner. I make it half a block. I don't run. I'm fat. I smoked a lot of cigarettes back then. I'm hunched over on my knees. Can't do it. I'm done. I look at Dave. Dave's just head back and forth. He's looking for Robin Martin.
Yeah.
Turns and looks at me. It's like, I can't leave Chubby. So we walk around downtown Chicago, fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
Me and Martin are gone.
They're just gone. No idea. I'm trying to look up GPS. Where's this fucking train station at? Maybe they're going too far. Maybe we'll make it.
Yeah.
We did.
No idea. No idea where it's at. So we end up just walking around Chicago. I think we made it back to like Navy Pier and shit.
Okay.
We were so far lost.
Yeah.
Bums sleeping everywhere on benches and that. Just people just start disappearing. It's like, all right, getting kind of freaky right now. Our phones are dying.
Yeah.
Finally, there's like one train that was running. It's like the Red Line or something. We finally made it to that. Sketchy as fuck. Just the people on there, just sketchy. There was like a seat here and a seat here. Dave and I could not sit together. We were sat here and sat over here like half a car.
Right?
I was like, okay.
Meanwhile, we're having a party in our train.
Like, okay, where the hell are we going?
Yeah.
Well, this is the only train that runs to the airport.
Okay.
So I don't know when we got a hold of you guys again. At some point, I don't know, right before we got on the train or when we got to the airport.
Yeah.
We got a hold of them. It's like, we're making it to the airport. That's as far as we're going. we're either staying here or you guys are hopefully sober enough to come pick us up. Which I don't know where the airport was from the hotel.
Yeah,
either.
I was wondering if
It was
this was even
rough.
further or even.
Yeah,
It was closer.
Are we going the wrong way?
It was closer,
It was
but
closer, but it was still rough.
yeah, it wasn't by much. So, and Rob's like, "Well, what do you think?" I'm like, "I
We
can't
had to the train
drive."
station. Like I said, 40-minute drive. 45-minute train ride.
Yeah.
So we're like high on life. Like we made this train. We get to our car and we're like, now what? Like our boys are like gone.
Yeah.
What do we do? And
We could have been dicks, gone into the hotel, but like, fuck it, they'll make it back eventually.
They'll figure it out. They're adults, right?
Yeah.
So we're
Not
sitting there.
this
We're like,
group.
what the fuck?
Nobody gets left behind.
No, we're not gonna leave our boys. So we, I finally get a hold of them. Like, hey, we're on a red eye. They're screaming, we're on a red eye. We're going to the fucking Chicago airport. We're like, Chicago O'Hare? What the fuck are you doing there? I don't know. That's the only train I'm moving. We're going there. We're like, motherfucker. I looked at him and I was like, we gotta go get him.
We gotta go to the airport. All right.
Looks like we're going to fucking
Planes,
Chicago
trains,
O'Hare. What the fuck? So we go, and we pick him up baggage claim.
Well, we walked around the airport
Yeah,
for
I don't know how
another
you got that.
half hour, 45 minutes.
Like waiting for us.
I had no idea where the hell we were, how to get out, where's the front door.
Yeah.
We like pick them up, like from baggage claim. They have no bags, like because they obviously didn't fly it. It's just a weird sight. It's like 4 a.m. at this fucking point.
Jesus.
So we get there, and we pick him up. We're like, oh, we're all four together. Here we go. We're not gonna pull a seal. We're not gonna get pulled over.
No.
Yeah.
Chubb's got
Two
a warrant.
people, two people look at speed limits. The other person, along with the driver, other person, their GPS. Like we're gonna get.
We're
get
getting
through
back
this.
to the hotel. We got this. We got this.
Not only can
Yeah.
Chubbs not go to fucking county jail in Chicago or city jail, like none of us can go.
Nobody went to jail.
If we all went together, that'd probably be our only shot.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Where do we
I'm
go?
small and weak. I'd go first.
we get to the hotel. I've been driving this whole time. Like once we have the train, like Martin was like, "Dude, can we go get him?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, we got this." I had this 40-minute drive or train ride. I was like, "We're good. Let's go get our fucking boys."
Yeah.
Right. So we go pick him up. We get back to the hotel.
How far? So it's a 40-minute train ride to get to Leslie.
Yep.
Then how far is it from the car to O'Hare? Approximately.
I honestly, I have
I
zero knowledge.
I
don't
would
remember
say
that part.
it was a good like half hour.
Really?
Because because I think
Felt
like
like 5 minutes.
because they were just getting there, like they were close, and then they walked around for a long time.
Yeah, you said about 45
So
minutes.
I think I could be fucking wild, but I don't remember where the hotel that she got us at and shit
It was
like
a Holiday
that.
Inn.
But
I
yeah,
don't
it may have been 5 minutes.
Okay.
In my heart, I feel it was like about 30 minutes one way. And again, it could have been because we missed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like our driving time was about 30 minutes.
All right.
At least I feel so.
Ish. I don't know. It was rough. But I drove to Chicago. I picked him up. We somehow got back to the fucking hotel. right? Because it was a day full of drinking, and we pulled into the hotel, and I fucking put Leslie in park. I was like, all right, now that we made it back, I just want everybody to know I'm drunk as fuck.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I was like, are you sure? I don't want you to, like, I mean, it sucks, but he's like, no, I'm fine. Dude, I'm good. Like, if he told me he was pissed, I wouldn't have let him drive. I'd been like, we'll figure
I
this out.
thought I was good.
Yeah.
But we got everybody picked up, and I put that car in park, and I was like,
Yeah, boy, sometimes the adrenaline kicks in.
Yeah. He probably was sober until it, like, wore off.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shit.
But no, it was great. And then everybody got home safe to the hotel. And then the next morning, we got woke up at 7 a.m. by a fire alarm.
Oh.
Yes.
Ignore those.
No, we couldn't. Dude, everybody was in the parking lot.
Yeah, they put everybody. And then we just went back in and just fucking got...
Packed up and dipped out to Tilted Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been Sunday morning, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we decided.
You guys is fucking...
So we're like, we need a place to eat. Like, then Dave
Like,
go back.
I wanted to go back into Chicago because we hadn't gone to the whatever it was, the Sears Tower or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
We hadn't done that
It's the Willis
yet.
Tower now.
Yeah. And then I wanted to go down to
Smarty pants.
the United Center.
It was in a trivia question.
Big Bulls fan, so I wanted to go down there and see that.
Yeah.
Michael
so we
Jordan
did that,
fan.
and
Yeah, he's a huge Jordan fan. So I just wanted to go walk around. So that's what we did during that day, and we were going to take off. Was it that night or?
Yeah.
just that afternoon or whatever.
Middle of
just
the
messed around,
afternoon.
So we do that, and then I don't think anything crazy because we
All the
weren't drinking.
touristy shit.
Which was fucking
You gotta
awesome.
do that, yeah.
So then we're going and
We did the tower where you step out on the plexiglass.
I was at the Hancock Tower.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
That I don't know.
They might have that in other towers too, but
Yeah. But we're like going somewhere, a place to eat. And I was like, there's a place up here. You just want to go up the escalators?
I was like, let's just find a cheap place. Because at this point, we're fucking broke, dude. I worked at Applebee's. I was broke as
No,
fuck.
like just the thought. Like, I know we're gonna wrap this up. This is a great story.
No, we got
No.
more with this yet.
No, the fact
It's only been 2 hours.
the fact that you guys are like, let's save on money. Let's not go tubing. Let's go to Chicago.
Yeah.
Right away, I'm just like, that doesn't make sense.
Easily
Like,
spent 5 times more.
Yeah.
Easily.
It was tough.
But that's what you do because we hadn't seen Dave forever.
Right.
It was
So-
tough. It was tough.
Yeah, it was.
So
absolutely
this last day, we're like, hey, we're about to fucking hit the road. A 12-hour drive. We seen some food in our system.
12 hours.
I don't know.
8.
Whatever the fuck it
It's
is.
only 8.
It felt. I mean, I fucking took Leslie's back seat headrest and put it sideways.
Yeah.
It made it work as a headrest for me.
Yeah.
Laying
Yeah, it was
down.
about 8 hours, but we, because the thing is, usually anytime we take a road trip, we always put in for gas money, and that's all done before we even leave.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about, let's get more money.
Oh,
so that's
$30 in gas. Let's each put $10.
So
We
that's
don't
all
play
already
that.
broke up. So we didn't have to worry about that. So we're like, we need to fucking get going, and so we go up. He says, let's go. Let's see what's up here. So Rob's up probably 5 or 6 stairs ahead of us in this escalator, and we're just standing on it. And we're going up, and he just turned around, like when he hit like the crest, so you could see just like.
I want to just slightly rewind for just a smidgen. Okay, so we were fucking broke as fuck, and so we're looking for a cheap place to eat. Every place was expensive, like $20 a fucking plate.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were walking on the sidewalk, and we see this place. It's called a Tilted Kill. Never heard of it before.
Okay.
at this point.
Never fucking heard of Tilted Kill before. So we're looking at I'm looking at the menu, and I see a burger for like $8. A burger and fries. And I'm like, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Shit, that's fucking bomb cheap for what we've been paying.
Yeah.
Let's just go here, right? We open the door, and it's an escalator. Straight up escalator up or escalator down to get to where you were. I was like, we're going here. Fuck it. It's $9 burger. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
So we get up the escalator, and I'm first. I crest the fucking top of the escalator, and I see the host.
Yeah.
Do you know what Tilted Kilt is?
Oh, I went to one in Lincoln. I don't know if you were there.
Okay,
At the mall?
but you know what it is.
Yeah,
Like what they wear?
Oh, yeah.
It's like Hooters on steroids?
Yep. Yeah. We went to the one in Lincoln. I don't know if you were
So,
there.
Yeah, and at this point, we had
we
never
had zero
heard
idea.
of
We're like virgins of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I am up top, and I crest the top of this fucking escalator, and I just seen what we were coming up to,
And it's Boner City.
and I turned around to these 4 guys, and I said, you're welcome. That's all I can muster. I said, you're welcome.
Like, what?
And they all crashed and like, what the fuck? Boner City, like I said.
Yeah.
How'd you sniff this place out?
The host looked better than any of the servers.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck yeah. So we fucking sat down, we ordered. They had a burger for like $8. And if you doubled it, it was like 40 ounces of burger for, $8 more. We're like, fuck yeah, me and Dave were like, hell yeah. I'm hungry and it's cheap.
Hungry.
Hell yeah, we'll do this. So we all got food. We got a appetizer. And we just did the lunch, and the server's like, I've never seen anybody finish this burger doubled up like this before with all the fries. And me and Dave finished it. Clean fucking plate. Yeah. Appetizers.
It's for the most part, it's just like we were on a liquid diet. So, I mean.
Right.
Fuck yeah. So we finished the burgers, the fries, the appetizer, all the shit. I don't remember what you guys got. Probably like chicken
should
Caesar
have been
salad.
like, just imagine what we do to that puss.
Right. Bend over.
Yeah.
Apologize. But so, long story short, the end of the Chicago trip, I was like, fuck it, I gotta piss real bad. I took a piss at the end of this Tilted Kilt experience. And when I got back, we all had our tickets, right?
Yeah.
I had my burger, my double. You guys think it's funny, huh?
I don't know. I have no idea what it is. But I know it's something good.
It's not as...
You're telling a story and both of these guys, Chubbs and Pags, are cracking up before it even starts. So I know it's going to be good.
It's probably not as funny as you think it's going to be. But I go piss. We come back. We all have our own bills. Everybody has their own burgers, their own fries. I had my double burger. Dave had his double burger. And the only motherfucker that went to the bathroom, I had the appetizer. on my bill. Apparently when I went to the bathroom, she came back, she said, who gets the appetizer? And simultaneously, all three of these motherfuckers pointed to my chest. When I say he gets it. Yeah. And so, I mean, it is what it is, but I paid for it.
Fair enough. That's a good move right there.
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't even realize he ordered one. I didn't even see it or taste it. It's his.
All in all, long story short, we fucking smashed that Tilted Kilt.
Yeah.
I had like 9 burgers, basically, is what it felt like. But when we left, I did not feel miserable. Not once did I ever feel miserable after eating all that fucking food.
Yeah, I just fucking...
And it was great. After that entire weekend, we've had... I don't know how many times I tell the story. Shouts out my wife. She hates it because I tell a story so many fucking times. When we get together, we drink, we tell a story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been, 3-hour podcast? It's been a 3-hour story. It's
2.5.
Shit, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so it's fucking phenomenal. It's one of my favorite chips of all time because of all.
We've all talked about Chicago story, and from day one, you've mentioned about doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Day one, you're like, oh, I think I might want to start a podcast, and I might call it Nasty and Friends, but we definitely gotta get that story about Chicago out there.
How can you? I have to have.
And we're like, fuck, dude, it's gonna take a week to get that story out there. And here we are, and I would say, if we were to get into details, we're maybe halfway through it.
Yeah, that's just the.
But we're not gonna touch on like exact details. So we're almost done with
for
it.
the privacy of some patrons that are a part of the story.
Some people's names have been changed.
Some peers aren't really the Navy peer. It is what it is. Some people aren't really veterans. So
We weren't really in Chicago.
we may or may not have been in Alaska.
Yeah, so that's phenomenal. Was that the trip where I did the fake pull you over? It was either on the way home or on the way there.
No, it was on the
it wasn't there. We didn't even talk about just the drive up there.
Oh my god! But the drive there and the drive back sucked.
Well, for you were sleeping or watching
Survivor.
Getting
pulled over.
No, Eugene.
Yes, phenomenal.
Yeah.
So he drove part of the way up there, and so at the time I had an iPod Touch, and I was messing with this app. Yeah, he actually owns it now. But there's an app.
So I sell it.
I'm surprised you haven't sold it.
He actually flipped it. And now he's got a fucking the Google glasses.
It's a fucking smart TV at this point.
But it's
got the VR technology.
Yeah, it was like a flashlight, so it does the whole your whole screen white, and you can mess like with different ones. And they had like taxi cab colors or like police car, and so then it would just flash between like red and blue. And I was like, this would be fucking phenomenal. So I just hit it, and I was in the backseat of the time. I just put it right in the rearview mirror, and he's been pulled over so many fucking times that he's just like, just fucking starts pulling over, and I fucking bust up laughing, and then he's like, oh, you motherfucker!
My experience is just don't. Like, you just go.
Just keep going.
Chase. If they chase you, like their protocol now is you don't want to put civilian lives in danger. They're gonna establish air. They'll be like air. You follow. We'll fall back because you go. But by the time a lot of cities get that fucking air unit, Able 1 in air to track. Fuck, you're long gone. Don't ever.
That's good.
No, ladies.
That's good to know.
No, that's seriously, ladies and gentlemen. Protocol. Yeah. Just go. Haul ass. They're gonna be like, we're in chase. We're in this chase. What are you in chase for? Well, you was acting suspicious. Unless it's like a known like felon warrant murder shit. Yeah. They're gonna like fall back. We'll call it Air 1, whatever they call them, whatever city you're in. Able 1, Air 1. They're gonna call a helicopter. A lot of times helicopters aren't even in flight. By that time, you're fucking gone. You go to somewhere, and then you go to somewhere like a parking garage, somewhere where they can't track you. They have heat. I mean, they have the FLIR. They got FLIR. They got all sorts of shit that can track you if you bail. You go to a parking garage. Go to the casino. Go to Maristar Casino.
You got me at casino.
You go to the casino. You fucking bail, and then you get out. But don't ever stop for the cops. If you stop for the cops, you fucking lawyer up immediately. Like, oh no, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I was driving right now. My hands aren't even. You put your hands up immediately. Not you guys, because you guys are white. But either way, you put your hands up and you say, I don't even remember. You know what? I don't even remember who was driving. Maybe my lawyer will remember who was driving. Call him. This is his number. And don't put your hands down. That's how you do that. But
Spicy was driving.
Spicy was driving.
Nope, my car was getting totaled. He's half black. He's half black. I'm wrecking half your car.
He's not even in the car. I don't give a fuck. Like, look at him.
Have you seen him?
Suspicious as
black.
fuck.
He was driving half of this.
Dude, the story is fucking phenomenal.
No,
like,
you don't even.
No, I know.
Sorry to. If at any point you were bored.
I wasn't.
Okay, but the Chicago is like. Maybe like a fraction of what we've experienced. And thing, I know some people don't give two fucks, and I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. But Martin always said, before this all became a reality, Martin always said, hey, dude, we need to get these stories fucking out there. We need to get these stories out there.
That for me and Pags, like, this is what it's all about. Like, we have stories. Some of these stories go back 10 years, 8 years, 6 years, whatever. They once they're on here, they're no matter who's listening or not, they're on there for forever because and you told the story great. Like I would say among like the best storytellers I know, I'm gonna rank you up there because
they have a beard.
No, it has nothing. Dude, I love the beard. We don't even got that. I have beard shit circled on here because I want to get to that because we touched on it, but we didn't get on it. No, seriously, Rob. Like, we got really good storytellers. We know, like I'll say Rob Long, I'll say Nick Winey. For me, Pagnasty is a great storyteller. There's great storytellers I know. You told a 30-minute story at least.
Was it 30 minutes?
No, at least. Oh, at least. Minimum.
Honestly, Chubbs dog.
No. Chubbs kicked in, whatever. Like, honestly, like for me, I wasn't bored at all. Like, it was a great story. You're just a natural storyteller, a great storyteller. I loved it, and that's before. Like, he's like, I'm a great storyteller because of the beard. I was like, no, motherfucker, I got it circled. Like, no, it has nothing to do with the Delta beard. I'm gonna get to that, but no, the story, the Fremont. Nope. No, seriously, the Fremont. The bowling championship, 1, 2, 3 story, phenomenal. Chicago,
Fremont anymore.
No, the Chicago story is fucking phenomenal to me. Like I'm seriously content. Like 30 minutes. Like not everybody can tell a story for 30 minutes, and most people can sit there. Like I'd be like, oh, okay. No,
That's my wife. That's my wife. She always says, Rob, you
She's probably doing it right now while listening to
this motherfucker's still talking.
But for sure, she's probably heard the story so many times. She's probably like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. The Chicago story again? I'm gonna go take a bath. Or whatever women say. I gotta do this. No, seriously. I love the story. I've heard parts of it from Pags. You're a good storyteller. I'm so glad we got the story on there. Honestly, dude, that was a long story. That's one of the longest stories we had.
I love it.
At no point in it was I was like, oh Jesus, right? No, in my head I would tell you it was not good. That was for me. It was a bomb story, great story. I love it, man. I don't want to suck your dick on the thing, but I know that was a fucking great story. And
somebody's got it.
And that's the thing. And I told him he's
my wife does.
Yeah, like Danny, like Rob, like Whiny. There's guys that tell just great stories. And while I listen to a story, for me, I could picture scenes. I could picture Chubbs being like, fuck it, let's do this. You guys, the door of the train opening up, and you guys are like, all right, let's fucking do this. I could see that, in just good storytelling, and I could picture that. I know all you guys, except for Dave, the Navy guy. I picture those things. And he's a seaman. We don't, honestly, I don't consider Air Force and Navy guys military, but Dave's got respect. You give my man Pagnasty yeah, no. No disrespect. I love.
He gave Martin a flag.
Yeah, he did. That's why. Yeah, he gives respect for that. But no, it's just good. It's
a wink.
And Navy code. That's butt stuff. But no, I love that story, and the whole time I'm into it,
And for people who don't know us and stuff, I'm sure it can be annoying because every time now that especially I moved away, I don't get to hang out with these guys a lot. So every time it's I'm so happy when they came because I get to see them. And I'm sure we always go because that's how we do it with the Army. We've said it a million times on here that we just always retell the stories and they're just so fucking funny and it's such a blast. We've all done. I mean, we've known each other for probably 10 years now at this point, right? Yeah. Are pretty fucking close.
Yeah, but no, for me, honestly, some stories you tell them, and you tell them, and then I think some people are if you know the story, if it's an inside thing, you're like, oh fuck, I love this story, it's great. Yeah. And when I have the experience where I'll tell stories and I could look at people's eyes and they're like they don't get it, or they're just like, yeah, maybe cool story, maybe you had to be there kind of thing. Like that to me, that story, both of the last two stories to me. It was great. I could see your guys' faces. I could see how you guys react to them. I loved them. I wasn't bored at all. I loved it. Rob's a great storyteller.
Yeah. Now you know why I wanted to say I wanted to save the rest of that when I had told the guy in the wheelchair story. I can't tell the rest.
And
of the story.
I love that fucking
because
story.
there's so much the bus thing getting plotted off. I mean, I remember, but I forgot until he said, "I'm like, oh, that's right." They were so happy.
Yeah. No, I love it, man. I love it. No, it was good. It was fun. No, I could see you guys in Chicago. Plus, Chicago's a city I love.
Yeah. And we did get deep dish. That's where I tried it because we talked about Tower, a guy on our last podcast. He's never had Chicago style pizza, and we were telling him how fucking phenomenal. I don't remember where it was that we had, but
I can't remember. I want to say it was Gino's.
Yeah, it was one of the ones that
Gino's East maybe or Gino's. Yeah, that's the next
maybe
level shit.
Maybe I think it was a Gino's. But I don't think it was East. And when we walked by Gino's East, there was a door. There was a line for hours and hours. So
yeah, I think people that don't know that haven't been to Chicago is an amazing city. I think me and Camus, we're gonna go to Chicago in April, and now we're gonna push it. We might be pushing it back till May, but even her boys are like, maybe we don't want to go to Chicago. You see the news?
Yeah,
it's the murder capital. But Chicago is one of the best cities I've ever been to. Yeah. It's a food city. It's a Midwest city. There's still humble people there. We're not going to go there. We're not going to the South Side. We're not going to go to the hood. We're going to go enjoy it. We're going to go to the pier. We're going to go to the Willis Tower and Hancock and see history and see these things. And we are going to go because she's never been. I've been to Chicago a few times. We are going to go, but yeah, no, I just a great fucking story, fellas. Like I enjoyed it thoroughly. Hopefully, people listening enjoyed it too. But
we're trying to we'd go tubing and it all started with him because he had a buddy that they would go tubing down Valentine. Well, Candace, her family's from Valentine,
yeah.
So they know the night. Yeah, like her parents still live out there and they go out to the ranch and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but so it's phenomenal. But I know you want to talk to him about his beard and his championships now that he's back.
Oh, I did. I did.
To Cam, she's like, I know something from Shelby. I graduated in '94. I was like, I graduated in '05.
No, and we should have brought this up way before the 1-2-3 game. Like, I was just telling him a little bit when you left. I know you're a great storyteller.
Somebody's got to pee, man.
I love it.
Hey, it happens.
But I love both of the stories. They were fucking phenomenal, and I could legitimately listen to it and be see you guys doing the things you're talking about. I fucking loved it, man. I loved it. But before the 1-2-3 with the beard, we should have talked about. So I just have a couple of questions, I guess, about your beard and when did you start growing a beard? So that'd be my first question. When did you start growing a beard?
I started growing a beard the year before 2013, I believe. 2013 Warrior Dash came to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
They said they were gonna have a beard contest, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I should grow my beard out."
Yeah.
And I did, and I grew it out for the Warrior Dash, and I didn't touch it. I didn't touch the mustache. I didn't touch the beard. I didn't touch anything. I let it grow for a good 7 months.
Because you had never had that big of a beard
No,
ever
fuck
before,
no, absolutely not. I didn't, and it grew really well. I was surprised at how well it grew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in the middle of that, me and Mr. Pagnasty here, we quit Applebee's. We didn't work there anymore, allegedly. And
lucky.
We went back halfway through me growing this beard out. It was in March, I believe. I just seen it on my timeline. We went to Applebee's and they were having a Sunday morning rollout meeting is what they called it. They go over new menu items and shit like that. And neither me or Pagnasty worked for them anymore. But we had drank all night. At 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. we were still up drinking.
Yeah.
So we went to said Applebee's.
Because we still had some people who came over who were drinking.
Oh, we had a lot.
And
we still had a lot of friends.
Employees that still worked there. They're like, we're not going to the meeting. Like, we'll go for you.
They're like, we can't.
Don't worry, no worries. We'll go for you.
Yeah.
We can't come over and party because we have a meeting in the morning, a rollout meeting, and we're like, fuck, dude, we'll go too, I guess. So we did. We went, and I still had my badge, for back of house, corporate trainer type thing, and Martin still had his shit. So we went, and I said, bushy, untamed, fucking pubic hair on my face, and it was great. I got into the back of house. Nobody knew me.
Yeah.
I got into the back of the house. I was grilling shit on the fucking grill during this meeting.
Drunk as fuck.
Finally, I
Illegal,
was.
Sir.
Allegedly, I was hammered and tired and didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know the new menus. I didn't know anything. But we were back there cooking, and nobody knew the wiser. It was great because my name tag looked like I was a manager. It was awesome. So I just had to run in the mill, and then finally the GM came back and knew what was going on, and he finally stopped me from being on the grill. But Martin was like, I'm sleeping in your truck. I'm over it.
Yeah.
So.
Since I work front of house, I just went to the front of house and sat with people. They called on me to answer a question. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
How many shots do you put in this?
Yeah. And other people were just like people who knew me. Some people were like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he there? And then I just ended up walking back there. I'm like, I got to that point where I'm like, I just want to go to bed. I'm like, I'm over it. I'm going to go sleep in the truck. And he's still staying in there. So I just went to fucking pass out in this truck for a while.
It was great.
Oh, fuck.
But that was the first year I started growing out for this Warrior Dash thing.
Okay.
And you had Thomas and Sarah on.
Yeah.
And he said that he started growing his beard out because I grew my beard out for a contest. That was day one of the contest.
Yeah, because he wanted to show up and not tell you because he worked away a lot of times, so he was just going to grow it out and then just show up at the contest so he could try to beat him. Because at this time, because you had won and he wanted to see if he could take the...
That was the second year, I guess.
Yeah, so that's why he has his beard.
I said, I'm going to try for this. And I went and I won. Yeah. It was great. It was all crowd response, and it was like... it was so hot and it was a dust storm. Hardly anybody was there. My stepdad's a huge farmer. If he's not working, he's sleeping. If he's not sleeping, he's working type of thing.
Yeah.
He hates taking a day and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like he cannot do that.
Yeah.
Well, him and my mom came up and they were just like sitting there all day, just doing fucking nothing at this Warrior Dash. It was just a 5K mud run. Huh. Well, I did all that, and then we've done
it as a unit before.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe the year after that.
2 years after that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
In Tecumseh.
Yep. It was the year that was in Lincoln.
Tecumseh.
I know what you meant. But, so I did that very first year, and it was super dry, super dust storm, whatever, and he fucking hated every minute of it, my stepdad, because he was just sitting there.
Yeah.
He wasn't working, he wasn't doing anything, getting nothing done. But I won the beard contest, so I was on fucking cloud 9. Yeah. Fucking doing my thing.
Why didn't they run it?
What do you mean? Well, my mom's old. My stepdad's a farmer.
Fucking... What would...
You're just sitting there?
Like, just fucking do it. Just walk that shit.
Drank afterwards. I get hammered and I dance. And so I was by myself dancing. Smoozing the crowd that wasn't there. It was great. So I won that one, and that was the start of it. And so Thomas then started growing his beard.
Yeah, because then you're just like, I'm gonna have to repeat.
Right. Well, I shaved it right after.
Yeah.
The day after the Warrior Dash, I shaved a mohawk in my head. Mm-hmm. Like I legit shaved the sides of my head, and I had a mohawk. And for the beard, I figured, it's crowd response. Yeah. A mohawk would be sweet, right? Yeah. So I had like a 4-inch mohawk. Yeah. And a big beard, what I thought was a big beard at the time. And I won. Well, then the next day I shaved my beard off. Yeah. Which was awesome because at the time you got a t-shirt that said best beard. So I had my best beard t-shirt, but I was clean shaved. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
And then the next year I did it again, which it was in Tecumseh. Yeah. So I did it again and I won again. I was 3 or 4 years running on the Warrior Dash. Yeah. Because Thomas could never quote unquote find time to come and compete.
Oh, he just didn't show up.
Well, yeah. Okay. Because you see Thomas's.
Yeah.
It was super long.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's not very full, but he pulls it tight a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So he could never find time to come and compete, because he works like a man, apparently. More than I do. So there's that, and then I entered a beard contest in Minnesota. I won that one. Damn. Minnesota was a good one for me. Yeah. I thought, because there's some big beards there. Yeah. It was all crowd. They handed out ballots. So we... I got hammered and smoozed the crowd. Smart. Man, dude, smart. I just bullshitted my way through that one. I think talked to everybody. I'm like, hey, I'm number fucking 4 on the ballot. How's it going? Blah blah blah.
Hell yeah, like a politician.
Yeah,
and suck your dick. Let me suck your dick.
What'd you say, man?
And my wife held a big part of that. I think she filled out probably 40 cards.
Yeah. 1,000 votes. There's 400 people here.
She at True the end politician. She's like, dude, I filled out a lot of those cards for you.
Yeah, because she's from Minnesota, so it was like, that's because you guys were back there anyway. So, which is fucking great.
I was like, sweet. So you basically rigged it for me. Whatever, I still won.
And now you got to owe her.
No, I gave her a kid. It's good.
Winning's winning.
Spooning is spooning. Until I try to fork her. Anyway, so I won that one in Minnesota, and I came back, and I had a couple more here in the state of Nebraska. And then I just recently had one here in Omaha.
Yeah.
I got 4th in.
Pags was telling me about that.
Bullshit. It was I think it was rigged.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was 2 judges. The guy that put it on, he had a bigger beer than I did, but he was the one running it.
Yeah.
And then a girl, which I think was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
How the fuck does a girl judge a beer contest?
Well, it's what she preferred between her legs, I think, is what they said at some point, right?
That's right.
I mean, maybe. Anyway, me, Chubbs, and Dave, the other guy that we keep talking about. The three of us were here. Martin was busy with Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you be a dad?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about Grayson. I was like,
But it's all the same. A Pagnano's a Pagnano.
Yeah, right.
So we were there. It was a super hipster bar, which if you're a hipster, I mean, it is what it is. But we were there. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was fun. However, it was not our scene. We all agreed it was not our bar of choice.
yeah.
Dave and I pretty much talked about it the entire night.
I tried to smooze the crowd in case it came down to that. But what happened was they said any ties. There's two judges, which I mentioned earlier, the bearded guy and then his
Bitch.
clueless bitch. Yeah.
Jesus.
So the two of them did a scorecard, and whoever tied, quote unquote, is what they said. They were going to do a crowd response.
Okay.
And so they called the top 3 crowd responses, and I was the 4th one.
Oh my god.
And
I guess I didn't
what
see
was
that.
funny is they called the top 3, and the entire crowd started chanting Rob.
Oh, shit.
Started by my boys, I believe.
I may or may not have started.
That's what you gotta do.
But the entire crowd started chanting Rob, Rob, Rob. And the male judge said, Rob, are you still here? And I screamed, and he's like, we cannot call you up here. Like, he fucked with me, a little bit. I thought he was maybe going to call me, but he's like, the crowd may want what they want, but this is what we came to as judges.
Yeah, they rigged it.
And so
sure.
they had the 3.
That's why when you do things like that, you keep a grenade or something. And it's like, oh yeah, guess what? Oh, accidentally I'm pulling this pin on this grenade and I'm lobbing it on the stage.
Yeah. So I think I chalked that one up to 4th, I think is what I decided.
Yeah, I would say so.
The old guy won, so that's cool. It was a super old guy, had beard and half of mine. It was all white. He won, so I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If it would have been like a guy that was equal to me, it is what it is. But
Is that the same old guy that had his dog in there the entire night?
yeah,
He just sat in the corner of the bar. We didn't see the dog.
That's the thing with hipster bars. All over the city, they have dogs in there.
This guy was like an ankle biter. Worse than your wife's or your girlfriend's ankle biter. Like,
you don't bring little dogs in the bars.
No.
Well,
Like, worse
we
than a
didn't see
cat
the
right
dog
there.
at all. He had dog treats sitting up at the bar next to him. We thought he was eating them. I didn't notice the dog till
That's legit.
I think.
I bet.
I think he went outside to smoke or something at one point and took the dog. I was like, oh shit, he's got a dog.
I thought he was eating those dogs. God.
Jesus. I want to pay $14.99 for chips and salsa.
They were bacon flavored, so I think it was all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
Well, that
Yeah, so
sucks.
I lost that one. So the last contest I've been in, I lost.
That's alright though.
There's another one coming up in August at Check Days.
Okay, yeah.
I thought about entering that one, but I think I'm gonna shave it. Like I was gonna shave. Don't get a big head. Spicy.
Oh, too late.
But I have my haircut guy, my barber, shouts out Straight Edge Barber in Lincoln. Shouts the fuck out Straight Edge Barber.
You ran it down?
Yeah.
Every time he trims my hair, I get a beard. I get a beard trim. He has a beard. I met him when I did my first church beard contest. This is when I met him.
It's kind of like stand-up comedy, how they just say, just get up wherever you can. Like,
Yeah.
He has to get in his beard contest.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah.
100, dude. I got in front of Jesus Christ himself and I lost.
Said, you think you got a sweet beard, bro?
I got second that time, but this guy
Behind Jesus?
Yeah, all of the above. He trims my beard every time he gives me a haircut, every 3 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
But this motherfucker, I told him, hey, I'm in a beard contest. He said, okay, I'm not going to touch your beard. Cool. He didn't touch it. And I still didn't win. But the next day, I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to be on this podcast.
Yeah.
And this guy that is one of the hosts, he talks about beards all the time. Like, anytime there's a beard there, he comments on it.
Yeah.
So don't touch it. I said, trim up the mustache a little bit.
That's good.
Don't touch my beard. But here's the thing, like, Owen, my boy, he's almost 11 months old.
Yeah.
He's starting to pull himself up on things.
Yeah.
He used to hold on to my beard.
Oh, shit.
Not
He used to
anymore.
just hold on to it.
Not anymore.
He uses it for leverage now.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll be, like, playing with him. He'll grab my beard and, like, to pull himself up.
Yeah.
Fuck. So I'm like, I'm over it. Like,
Yeah.
let's cut it
Yeah.
for a couple of years. Like, let's just be clean shave. Pretend we can't grow a beard like
You won't
Martin or
go-
Spencer.
Go clean shave.
No,
yeah.
well, maybe just to fuck with people. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
That'd be horrible.
No, it would be.
Remember
You're
the time
right.
you guys did that?
Yeah,
That was horrible.
Mohawk. The Mohawk. Bit.
Yeah.
We did Mohawk. I shaved your head. Yeah.
Big shave. I've only both ever seen them once without some type of like chin strap or like beard.
Whoops.
It's weird. It's like seeing a shaved bear. You ever see like how they fuck? You see that picture? It's just weird. as shit. You have never seen a shaved bear? We'll show it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. 100.
People Google image shaved bear.
Shaved bear.
It's fucking phenomenal.
You heard it here first. Anyway, I told him. I said, "Hey, I'm thinking about cutting it, but I'm on this podcast,
Yeah.
and this guy gives mad respect to beards."
For sure.
We never even mentioned Towers
sure.
at all.
No, I don't think we did.
He has, it's like,
Solid.
it's a little bit bigger than mine, but way smaller than
Oh,
yours.
for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's
it's still
this is the
solid.
fullest I've seen it in a while, so.
It's been a minute. I actually just got 2 inches off on Thursday.
This is for sure the best beard we've had on the podcast.
What about Thomas? Thomas is long. It's tough, but it's long.
I was just going to let it go.
Today. No, I don't know. Like, I'm not that kind of judge. Like, it's been a long time in between.
Thomas's is long. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
It's long,
for sure.
but it's not. It's not.
That looks fucking great.
Thank
man.
you.
That looks great. I don't remember Thomas's beard. No disrespect, Beeman. No disrespect, man. Yeah, I don't. I said too much.
Thomas prides himself on his length of his
I
beard.
said too much. Yeah.
I go more about the fullness and the I guess the way it looks.
Yeah.
Thomas is all about the length. He is 100%. It's day one. He's been about the length. There's no hiding that.
It's good, though. Hey, people like different
It,
things.
I mean, it's long. It is what it is. It's long, but
Are we still talking about beards?
No.
yeah,
No.
somebody says. Something.
Somebody is. Somebody's not.
But anyway, so I told him. I said, "Hey, I'm ready to get rid of it, but I'm on this podcast."
Yeah.
And Spicy motherfucking Brown.
Yay.
He respects a big beard. I need it. I need it for Saturday. I told him. But next time I come, we're cutting it off. He's like, we can cut it off for now. And I said, you didn't hear me. He says, Saturday, I got this podcast. It's Spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy knows how to call out a beard.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't show up without a beard bigger than Chubbs.
What if it just happened where he
Could you
just
imagine
happened
that?
to be too faded and we just never mentioned it?
That's fine. In the back of my mind, I know I would have went home and he would have woke up tomorrow and be like, damn.
Fuck, because we did the tower, but that's a different level.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
No, that's
Rob
a
wasn't
different
going to
level.
leave
Like,
here without talking about it.
no,
That's fine.
It's solid as fuck. Like, that's the thing. Like, we were gonna bring it up like I had it. That was my third thing on
your
here.
outline.
Yeah, my third thing on the outline. Like, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. You know, like even if he didn't win championships, even if your beard
I
didn't
did win championships.
No, I'm saying
Not recently.
No, I'm just saying even if you didn't, and even if your beard didn't have credentials, it didn't have its own like
Area code.
Wikipedia page, I would still have been like, God damn, dude, like that's a good fucking beard, you know. Everybody, so at the table, everybody here has a beard except me. I got a beard, but it's a 3-day beard because I haven't been able to ever grow a beard.
It's close.
Because of your job and stuff.
Yeah, just
so.
because of either
Military
or fire, I've not been able to do it. But like when I go on furlough, like I'll go on furlough, I get 3 weeks. and for me, in 3 weeks, I grow hair fucking fast.
You look like me.
What's that?
You look like this in 3 weeks.
No, not that fucking fast. But I grow hair fast. So within like a 24-day, like the last time I did it, I think it was. I know it was before my Europe trip, but either way, 24 days. It's for me. It's a full beard. It's the fullest I could get for a beard, and it's itchy. Like I'm ready to cut it.
You gotta get past that.
Yeah, at some point,
phase.
that's when I ask: is there a point where it gets past itchy?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
It takes 24 hours.
Okay.
If you ever feel that itchy stage,
Yeah.
fucking go to sleep, wake up, it'll be gone.
Okay. And then
Beard oil and beard balm,
Okay.
money makers.
All right.
Yeah, because when you can grow it out, you like to grow it out. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Grow it.
At some point, I'll be done with
Grow it and show it.
the firehouse. I'll be done
Grow
with
it.
the military, and I don't love to shave, dude. Like I only shave the days I have to work.
Right.
And but you know how it is. If I get my furlough, like it's 3 weeks. I don't ever shave when I don't have to.
Yep.
So I got a 3-day beard now, and I love it. But yeah, I've never ever been able to, like all you guys have beards, you know. Eventually I'll be at that point, and I will grow it out. But yeah, at some point for me, like 3 weeks, it's the itchy stage, and I imagine you would get past that, obviously, or you've been growing that for a long time. You don't notice it anymore, but yeah, early stages, itchy. Like, fuck this. I can't wait to shave.
I grew mine out a little bit. It's just a shit ton of maintenance. I just got tired of like trying to comb it out and
100.
like wash it and stuff. Like it just gets old. Like I'll probably be shaving mine soon.
Yeah. So you shampoo, conditioner, like how do you treat it?
Every
Oils,
morning.
you said?
Every morning.
Okay.
Every morning I gotta rinse it.
Okay. It's got food and shit in it.
Wash it.
No, seriously, pussy juice.
Like, pussy juice.
No, seriously, like, no, that's a real question. Like, that's not.
If
trying
your
to be
wife
funny.
opens her legs, you got pussy juice. If not, you don't.
Yeah.
But you just got every morning. You don't want to wake up and your chin hairs in your ear.
Yeah.
So every morning I rinse it.
Yeah.
I put beard balm in it and
Okay.
I blow dry it. I blow dry it every morning.
Yeah.
And then it lays pretty good. I put some oil in it to moisturize it.
You have to though.
No,
like you
100.
Said. Like
100.
people. I mean, you can like maybe for like a day or something, not let it go, but
Right.
you just get tired. And I think I can't remember if I told you this story, but like after I had like a little bit longer beard, and I like washed it in, and
Ish.
like the day, like the next
Allegedly.
day after I shaved, I like put like shampoo in my hand. And oh fuck! Like I tried to wash it, just like skin. I was like, son of a bitch. But yeah, for sure. But we just fucking hit 2 hours and 59 minutes, so
Nobody cares.
I'm just bringing it up. It just depends on how
We can
faded
see.
everybody's
We can
getting.
see.
So
We can all see.
Oh, real quick, Chubbs.
Here we go, Chubbs.
I know. So, when did you start watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I gotta bring that up.
It wasn't that long ago. I was probably 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
Like, you guys talked about it here constantly.
Yeah.
I know Mark's
We do.
talked about it for a long time.
yeah.
yeah,
So I'd been binge watching it.
No,
The
shit.
entire thing all the way. I think I've gone through 10 seasons.
That's fucking awesome.
so he's getting up to the, like
Yeah, no, that's
for you
awesome.
the best season. Yeah,
Yeah.
once he gets to season 11.
Yeah.
So
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, so far. So, you like, obviously, you like it so far if you binge watch
I like it, yeah. It's
Do you have-
boring.
do you have a favorite character?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't think of anybody's name right now. Danny DeVito.
yeah,
He's
Frank,
always been
Frank,
one of my
yeah.
favorite actors
Yeah.
for
Oh, same,
forever.
same.
He's
we
phenomenal.
just talked about. We just went hardcore into that last podcast.
We did go hardcore in that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I love his character too. For me, it's I love everybody on the show. But for me, like Danny DeVito's character Frank, he's up there. And then like Charlie Day, Charlie Kelly on the show. I love him. He's great. But no, I'm glad you got into the show, and I'm glad you like it. And, no, it's just cool. I just wanted to bring it up. And do you have any favorite episodes so far? I know you've probably been to binge watch. So you
Yeah,
watched a
I mean,
lot
I
of them.
just being years behind. I just wanted to catch
Oh,
up and
yeah.
all that.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
cool.
no, nothing I can think right offhand.
Okay. I just had it. We haven't brought it up. We haven't brought it up. And then we. Fuck.
Well, next topic.
we always ask people who watch it. We gotta know that.
Yeah, no, we gotta know.
Next.
No, that's cool. I'm glad you like it and keep watching it. And yeah, that's fucking.
Can I talk about it for a second? I have watched it a few times.
Prove it.
I don't like it. The one episode where the chick, I don't know what her name is because of D, she talks like that blow up, that she dances like that.
Oh, it's the boat episode when the gang buys the boat?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, she's on the boat and she dances like that blow up doll.
Yeah.
That's the one episode that I really, really know.
Yeah.
She dances really good.
Oh, she does. That's very well. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Other than that,
We'll edit.
that's
We'll
my
edit
least
that.
part of this.
That story.
We don't edit anything.
Sure
You don't edit shit. Shouts out walls.
Did you think she's gonna listen to this?
100.
Did she already tell
sure.
Yep.
For sure she will.
Told me on the way out of the house.
you? She can at least listen to one of them. So I guess another
Fuck
video.
it. Why not start now?
That's awesome.
Episode 32, ho.
Yup. Yup.
Yo.
Yeah.
She's not that German.
Jesus. Is that really what she is?
Something like that. No, I really don't know. I don't even know what I am, honestly. I thought I was German, but she has a cousin that is really into that family tree thing.
Ancestry and stuff
Sure.
like
And he looked into it and he like called me out. He's like, dude, you're not German. I said, what?
that. Is it worse? Am I Jewish?
She started naming like what I am. He's like, is this your grandpa? I was like, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean you don't know? I was like, my mom divorced him when I was like 8 months old, so I really don't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, so is this your grandma? I was like, well, I mean, that rings a bell, but I'm not sure.
Right.
So I don't think I'm German anymore.
Like anymore. I guess it's a disease. I guess it's an STD. I've been German free for 3 years.
Year and a half. Fuck.
It's fucking phenomenal. Anything else you got on that list you want to talk about?
Oh, no, dude.
I got one I want to talk about.
What do we got?
It's something with Chubbs.
Yeah.
It's kind of fuzzy, but it's something I need to talk about.
Barely remember.
Does he need a lawyer?
No, he doesn't need a lawyer.
Okay. I would represent you as a lawyer.
So
Thank you, appreciate
the four of us, me, Martin, Chubbs, and Dave, we're pretty close as far as like grown men go. And one of the things we pride ourselves in is knowing each other's strengths.
All right.
Chubbs loves drumming. 100% loves drumming. This is the only thing I have notes on. That's why I'm bringing this up. So I sound like I'm
No, it's okay.
I'm adding something to this besides telling a 40-minute story.
No, you're good.
It's 45.
46.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Allegedly. The one time that we thought we'd really get Chubbs, we were hanging out. I don't even remember what we were doing, but do you remember? God,
I don't.
Because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You might be able to. Chubbs might
I
be able
have
to.
no idea
I
what
know. Let me get this part out, and you might be able to help me on why we did this. But we all gave you a drumstick, and it was signed by
The
all
white
three
drumstick?
of us.
Oh yeah, with the white pair of drumsticks.
Why did we give that to you, and why was it so significant? Because I remember doing it, and I remember crying signing it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember
It was-
why,
it
as a
was-
grown man, I was crying.
It was when I moved to Des Moines.
Thank you.
I didn't get shit when I moved to Kansas City.
Just so we're aware. At that point, you're old news. But yeah, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Now I can.
Yeah, because it's like I remember, but I don't know why. Like I just remember signing.
I remember moving you to Des Moines and removing you home from Des Moines. It was us. That's what it is. But I couldn't remember what the drumstick was for, and I have in my notes drumstick for Chubbs, and so I figured we could get to the bottom of it. But sweet. So yeah, we gave Chubbs Spicy. Chubbs is a big drummer.
Okay.
We gave him a drumstick signed by the three of the four of us.
It was
the four of us.
there were
we call each other.
a lot of people wrote on it. It was at my going away party.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you still left.
course,
Yes.
you gotta follow the money. Forget the shitty drivers. You gotta follow the money.
It's only, what, 3 hours away?
Yeah, 3 hours.
As far as I am.
Yeah.
A little bit longer.
And 3 hours brought me and Chubbs the closest we've ever been.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good. Close.
You got a boner
We haven't
now.
even-
Anybody
our
else?
bracelets. We haven't even talked about our tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Me and Chubbs have matching tattoos.
Oh shit! No, you have to bring that up.
Me and Martin almost did, but he's too pussy.
Pussy.
Yeah, I don't like tattoos.
No, what's this matching tattoo?
We on our foot, nonetheless.
Skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
But the crossbones are boners.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Dicks. Gingerly touching
Yeah,
tips.
they don't really even cross, they're just tipping.
Touching each other's toes.
The skull is actually a pair of balls too.
So they just gotta take a ball.
No, we don't judge here. Like, look,
You're in a
you
safe
guys
zone.
are in a safe place.
I know. Yeah,
Seriously.
something like that.
This,
You guys
this,
are in a safe
this
place.
still dates back to Applebee's too. Long time ago, we got deemed the Poison Brothers at Applebee's because we were
Killing.
Dicks.
Killing
We were
patrons.
complete
dicks.
assholes to all the servers in that.
We were super nice apart.
All
If
right.
we were like, if I was the main head cook, we would get what we needed to do to get done.
Yeah.
Get everything out the window.
Yeah.
If Chubbs by himself, he would fucking bust ass, get what needs to get done, get it out the window. If we were together,
Yeah.
God have mercy on those servers' souls.
Besides me, they're nice to me.
I'm surprised Martin's not had a job.
and maybe with a couple other people that made us alcoholic drinks and brought them back.
So, a shout out
Allegedly.
to Nicole Bain.
Yeah.
She deemed us the Poison Brothers because apart we were fine, but together we were fucking poison. So we have actually matching bracelets even today. We have matching bracelets on. We have matching tattoos on our foot.
Sure.
Same exact spot.
Same spot, same foot, same everything. Because we're poison. And she named us the Poison Brothers because when we're together we're fucking
She
evil.
got the third one, didn't she?
Shit. But yeah, so that's that whole little story.
Family runs deep here, homie.
Yeah.
Shit. One love, nigga.
Yeah.
Well, we're fucking faded. I'm faded as shit.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
So this is we just passed. We're almost at 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I
See you
say
later.
that we
Shit,
go around.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. We go around, do our shouts out and fuck yous.
Yeah.
And then
That's it.
we can get off and then get off. We can get off, then we can go get off.
Hey-o.
If you guys want to go first, this way, if we have some of the same ones, I don't want to jack
Yeah,
any of yours.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Chubbs, if you want to go, if you don't have any, it's cool.
I fuck by cops.
That was on my list.
I had to go back to that one. Fuck by cops. Those sneaky bastards. Shouts out Pagnasty Spicy. Thanks for having us.
yeah,
Fucking
shit.
great night.
God dang it.
I hope
stuff.
it's just beginning.
No, that's not happened, right? Up until today, like Tower gave us a
Today,
shout out?
yeah, Tower
then-
gave a shout out.
Yeah.
I think I
You guys
don't.
own
Maybe.
this. Like, do you really need a shout out?
No, we don't. That's the
No,
thing.
that's what we're saying, and I don't think it's happened.
It's happened.
And then-
Today it's happened twice.
Shit.
You're coming back. You maybe.
I'm fucked.
Maybe. But no, that's not
I'm
happening.
covering my
It's
answers.
like, no, like in episode 31, Tower's like, I want to give a shout out to Pagnasty and Spicy Brown. We're just like, what? Nobody's ever done that. Like, episode 31, nobody's ever done that. Like, you don't have to do that. I'm like, do it. Like, fuck.
Do it
Yeah,
now.
but
Do
no,
it
I
good.
love it. Oh, fuck.
That's awesome,
Jesus, Chubbs. Yeah, he's coming back for sure.
no doubt.
No, go ahead. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. That's just.
No, that's
drunk.
all I had.
Oh, so you guys come back for 2 statements?
Yes. That's how that works. It's political.
I have a note on my pad that falls into a quick story.
Do it.
Is that okay? Or
Do
no?
it. Fuck it.
yeah.
So my
Nope.
my
I'm just kidding. Do it, Jones.
my my quick story involves Chubbs.
You're still covering your answers.
What answers? Was this a test?
I'm covering this because I don't want nobody to steal this from me. Have you guys heard? I know Martin more than likely has, but Spicy. Have you heard about when Chubbs hit his 10-year anniversary at Applebee's? We'll make it quick, I promise.
No,
Yeah, you're good. It's a great story.
I'm in.
So, at Applebee's, what happens is when you show up to work in the morning, you have 3 line cooks, a fry cook, a mid cook who does like the flat broil, and a broil cook who does like the grill, steaks and shit like that.
Okay.
Chicken, blah blah blah. So, and then there's a prep cook who like.
Jesus.
I know, right? There's four people.
No, like,
God forbid, there's 4 fucking.
no, it seems it's way more in depth than I thought it would be.
Okay, I know.
Like it's like
For a place of microwaves.
Yeah, no,
fucking
it's-
everything.
Well, you have to get to a point of microwave.
no, but for me, it's like
You order.
Air Force, Navy, Applebee's, Marine Corps, Army, and then like no, but like I didn't think it involved all that. But that's where I'm at. So
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going in the order of my notes here.
okay. No.
So, I swear to God, number 1 says 10-year anniversary. Does it not?
do it. Yes, sir.
It says first line says 10-year
sir.
anniversary. So, and it says drunk. It was probably a year after I met Chubbs. I'm at work, and there's another guy with us. His name is Nick. I'm gonna drop it because I don't give a fuck. His name is Nick Debrick.
Okay.
And it was me and him there, and Chubbs was the 3rd cook, and so there was one other prep cook, right? So there's 4 of us, right?
Okay.
Me, Nick, Chubbs, and then this 4th guy was supposed to be. I think his name was John. Well, John didn't show up because he was quote unquote sick, and so it was me and Nick were there early, right? So we're fucking trying to get all this shit done in the morning so everybody can microwave their shit later. And all I see in my peripherals is I see Chubbs walk in. I'm like, sweet, Chubbs is here because John's gone. We need the help, right? And in my peripherals, I see Chubbs' shadow come up and he starts poking me on the shoulder. He just pokes me. For the listeners, I'm going to try to dialogue this, but for you, I'm just going to give you the way it looks.
Okay.
He just pokes me on the shoulder. And I'm chopping like lettuce right now, like trying to get shit ready for the day. And he's poking me on the arm. And I'm like, Chubbs, I'm glad you're here. John's not gonna fucking be here today. We're fucked. We have to do all this extra work. I hope you're ready to fucking bust ass, blah, blah. And he just pokes me on the arm. Over and over. He just poked me on the fucking shoulder. And I'm like, Chubbs, yeah, I'm glad you're here. And I look at him, and he looks at me, his eyes are crossed. And he's like dazing off into like 4 years ago. I'm like, oh, fuck me.
He's on PCP again.
And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, it's my 10 years. I'm like, Chubbs, it's 8 a.m. He's like, yeah. But today, I've been at Applebee's for 10 years.
How long did you plan that?
Just
to
fucking
get drunk on
John.
your tenure?
I didn't. I had worked at this point in my Applebee's career. I was working part time because I was working full time at Buzzard Billy's down in the Haymarket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. We got absolutely hammered at Buzzard Billy's. I was supposed to be off by like 8 o'clock that night. I ended up closing that night.
Yeah.
And our GM took us downstairs to the Starlight and got us all drunk.
Oh, fuck Starlight. Legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't stop drinking at that point. I just kind
Clearly.
of kept going. I'll let you know.
Allegedly.
Food service, we all
Yeah.
go back to somebody's house and just get hammered the rest of the night. Oh shit, I gotta work at 8 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah.
So
That's
here I am,
Yeah.
come walking in, just absolutely hammered. I don't remember a whole lot going on there.
I do. I remember everything.
You were sober.
Yep.
That's phenomenal.
He pokes me on the shoulder. And I'm like, Chubbs, I'm glad we're here. I'm glad you're here to help me bust this shit out because it's gonna suck today. And I finally look at him, his eyes are crossed, he's glazed over looking at me, and I'm like, motherfucker. And he's like, that's my 10 year. Fuck. And so me and Nick, we ran line, got everything prepped for line for lunch rush, right? Mm-hmm. The manager comes back. Her name is Beth. Her manager comes back. I'll drop names. I don't give a fuck. Allegedly, her name was Beth, right? She comes back. She's like, Chubbs, You run the whole line.
She doesn't like me. I'm pretty sure this is
100% hates Chubbs. 100% hates Chubbs. I don't know if you know much about like line cooks, but you have 3 stations, and she's like, Chubbs, you run everything. Rob and Nick, the other guy, they're gonna do all the prep work for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So for fucking 2 hours, Chubbs cooks every single thing that comes back from Applebee's.
Fucking Christ.
Every single fucking piece of food that comes back, Chubbs cooks.
How did it go?
Good.
There
were what, half an hour maybe you guys came up there to help me through the big part.
It went great. You have a gift.
Open microwave door, throw something in there, close it, hit a button. Move on to the next microwave.
If you can drink all night long and go to work with 0 sleep and fucking handle it by yourself besides 20 minutes,
gangster.
That's a gift.
Yeah, that's gangster.
Why are you in Waterworks? That's a gift. So me and Nick, we prep everything for the entire day. And then Chubbs gets to go home because he's hammered. The boss knows.
Yeah.
Dude, she knows.
Yeah.
There's no way she could.
Wait, I think that was the same morning. We always went out back to smoke cigarettes or whatever. Yeah. Take a 5-minute whatever right before we open. There was a bottle of ketchup laying on the ground.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm just smoking my cigarette, kind of stomping on it. Well, it won't open. Trying to squirt it out. I leap up and jump on it, and it squirts straight out all over the front of one of the servers, or just all over the front, like down her face, all the way down the front of her.
Second fucking day.
I bet you laughed your dick off me.
Sorry for your
fuck
life.
you, bitch, I got 10 years. You take that and it's jizz next. You take that shit.
No, it's like, this is where I'm getting fired now.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I never knew that happened.
Yeah.
Remember who the server was?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get fired. I tried lighting a cigarette in the walk-in one time, too. Once again, because I came in drunk.
That's how all restaurants operate, man.
No,
I know
100%.
you said you never, like...
You're sorry for your luck, dude. If you haven't, like, going to college and being, like, in the sorority fraternity is, like, an experience. Mm-hmm. Working at a fucking, like, Applebee's / TGI Fridays or whatever the fuck it may be.
Have you seen
that
Waiting?
Yeah, I've seen Waiting.
No, Waiting is a legit documentary.
That's what I've heard that.
No, it's a documentary. I swear to God, it's a documentary. No,
that's why I don't eat out a lot. Like, we just talk about that too.
Don't.
Like, I cook a lot.
Don't, yes.
You know?
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
But, so Applebee's was great. And that day, Chubbs' 10th anniversary was phenomenal. Except for he got to go home right away at like 2 when the lunch rush died, and me and the other guy had to stay till 4. But anyway, so that was one of my things to talk about.
I did not get fired. I ended up working there for a few more years.
Yeah, he had 3 more years on that. So I have a couple fuck yous.
Okay.
Since we're
let them go. Let them go. Yeah. Let them go hard.
Okay. So I made notes. My first fuck you is the Utah liquor stores.
Yes.
Smart.
Great
for not refrigerating their beer.
Great fuck you.
I finally got 6% beer with Angry Orchard, and it was warm.
Told today.
And it was warm. It was fucking warm.
Sons of bitches.
But I drank it anyway.
You went ice fishing. If there's only one place you could put them to get it cold.
That, my friend, is number 2.
Yep.
My number 2 fuck you is for Mother Nature, because ice fishing season was cut way fuck short.
Yeah. It's just gonna get shorter and
so
shorter,
mad.
homie.
Yeah, dude. Global warming. I spent. Can someone tell global warming? I spent so much money on ice fishing. I spent so much money on ice fishing gear this year. My wife's gonna be mad if it doesn't freeze for 4 months straight.
It's never gonna get
it has
below 32 degrees again.
It has to.
I guarantee you.
If it don't, my wife's gonna be real mad.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of money wrapped up into this.
Sell it, buy a boat.
It'll never get below 32 degrees again. Global warming is here.
It's here and it's here to stay.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry.
My last fuck you, Chubbs already touched on, was bike cops.
Yep.
We all say fuck you to bike cops, but I'm happy because they agree that Chubbs' bike was awesome.
You had a good time with them. I
did. I had a real good time. I did. Sorry.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to leave you guys with one little question. It's kind of a joke. I put at the bottom of my notepad here. If a gay guy's house was on fire, who would get out first? Since you're both firefighters.
I know the answer.
Because I've told you this before.
I've heard it a while ago, but yeah.
Is it not that funny?
No, it's a fucking phenomenal joke. I just know it. No, tell it.
No. I guess I don't know the answer. I kind of know. Like,
Well, say what you think the answer is there. Spicy?
No.
If the gay guy's house is on fire, who gets out first?
Okay, guy.
Yeah, a gay guy, not a straight guy. Because that's just a normal house fire.
Wait, who's all in the house? What are the options? I don't get
Just
it.
answer the question.
Two gay guys are in the house and it starts on fire. Who gets out first? Shouts out Nate Walden.
No, I think it's. I've heard a joke like this before.
And the answer would be?
Well, I've never heard it phrased this way, but usually it's. Phrasing? No, usually it's. I don't know. The way I've heard it told was like a couple or whatever, and it's the gay guys because they already have their shit packed. So like in this, the way you phrase the question, I don't know if that's. I might be way off.
You've heard multiple families.
Right.
So,
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
so a gay guy's house catches on fire. Who gets out first? The guy on bottom because his shit's already packed.
Okay, boom. Yeah, I knew I was close.
So you basically had it.
Yeah,
you
it
basically
good.
had it. You basically
I've only heard it that way. I haven't heard it the way that
okay,
you've said.
okay.
That's funny how jokes are like different like that, different areas. Any more shout outs on me?
Nah, dude, my little notepad here is cached.
All right, I'll do shouts out. A little bit opposite for you guys. I have shouts out to bike cops because I think it's funny. Because it's a great story. I mean, it sucks for you.
Fuck them.
But the fact that that's a good story, and then it ties in because you had a warrant out and we got pulled over next to the cop. Like, that ties in. So, like, shout outs to them. Shouts out to Brooke. Like, we still want to get her on the podcast. We still want to hear her side of things.
Let's call it right now.
Shouts out to Leslie.
call
Fucking love that car. Shouts out to Straight Edge. Keep your beard, fucking hair looking fantastic. I have 2 fuck yous. Even though I got to see you guys, all that, and we're fucking best friends from it, I still fuck you to Applebee's because it's Applebee's.
Yeah.
And then fuck you to Seal because that son of a bitch.
Put you in jeopardy.
Yeah.
What's in the bag, homie?
What about you, Spicy?
For me,
Take us home.
I wrote a few things down. For my man Pagnasty, I said fuck pickles.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Fuck
fuck
yeah.
pickles. I said fuck Trump because I've been wearing my Mexican hat all day. I'm not Mexican. Despite my complexion, I'm not Mexican. But
Your name,
I
Spicy
love
Brown.
or Spicy Brown. Like I love the brown people. No bullshit. Like it's black and brown, white and brown, whatever. I love Mexicans. I'm on some still fuck Trump shit, and I love my Mexican hat.
Yeah.
I still wear it. I bought that with you. We were on 24th Street in Southall.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with anything we've talked about all day, but I'm still like, I love my Mexican brothers and sisters. And then since you said, shouts out to bike cops, I just said fuck cops in general.
Yeah.
Bike cops, normal cops, fuck them. And then fuck Applebee's.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then my shouts out are to the 21 game, to something that I wrote down that I can't read anymore. So I scribbled it out. And then shouts out to Chicago. And that's
Fuck
what I
yeah.
got.
Fuck yeah. Well, guys, I'm glad you fucking can make it. We'll definitely do it. We have a million stories. Like I said, we haven't even touched 67th Street yet.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, I think it's great. Like, again, I've said it a million times, but that's the reason why we love doing it, because it gives us an excuse to hang out.
Yeah.
So if we can get this, get away from the kids and stuff like that. So,
you and your hat. Can I get one more little shout out?
Yeah.
Little shout out to the most beautiful wife I've ever had.
The JPEG's doing good. I appreciate that.
No. JPEGs is good, but my most beautiful wife I've ever had is fucking Ashley Walls.
Yeah.
I love you,
How many
Gaboon.
wives have you had? That you
This
got,
is just his first wife.
Oh,
We don't talk about it.
oh, okay.
Apparently, she still keeps your old last name too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Walls is the shit.
Remember those details
that we even know.
that we left out about Chicago?
Yeah. We edited
It was
that part out.
it was like a hangover situation with Stu.
Yeah.
You must have been faded.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, we were never in Chicago.
Yeah,
Is that on the East Coast?
it's on a coast. That's for sure. Lake
Shit.
Erie, bitches.
China.
You guys know Twitter. You know shit. I'm done. Fucking phenomenal. Love you guys. Remember, life's simple. Don't be a dick. Night sluts.
Motherfucker, yeah.
The Story Without a Name, Part 2. Corby's best friend is known as the guy with the biggest hog in 3 states. Despite the huge piece, he still had charm, good looks, and a little charisma. Unfortunately for him, he is dumb as fuck and a legit uncloseted racist. He hates Eskimos, although he really never says why. He is tall, the kind of tall where it's weird how tall he is. He doesn't have a driver's license due to an alcohol problem, so he relies on Corby for transportation. Corby doesn't mind giving him a ride because he pays with menthol cigarettes, Cool brand. The man has no kids, no girlfriend, and no family. He spent his childhood in foster homes near Boston. The only thing he learned from his time in Boston was a wicked Boston accent that becomes real thick and almost unintelligible when he is drinking. He once was a contestant on The Price is Right. He never made it past the initial bid. He kept bidding $1 no matter what the prize, like the slack jaw that he is. At the moment, he has no real plan for the future and no real talent. He's hoping to someday marry up. His name is Jonathan Taylor Thomas, so naturally, for short, he goes by JTT.
Original bad boy.